During finals, I intentionally aced every bonus question. My goal? Landing a spot miles away from the school's queen, Ella. When I stepped out of the hall, Ella's toxic squad swarmed me with their usual brand of brainless, petty mockery. Jack, Ella says she bombed this afternoon. You better turn in a blank paper, or you definitely will. Never get another chance to worship at her feet. The whole group erupted in laughter. I looked at her face, which was twisted in pure, unadulterated disgust. I just nodded and said, got it. But inside, I was her, lapdog no more. I walked away and called our family butler right then and there. Cut off every cent of support we give them, evict them tonight. Ella blew up my phone 99 times in a total rage. I didn't answer once. Panicking now, are we? Where was this energy before? In my past life, I was the son of a billionaire. Yet, I'd spent my existence groveling at the feet of my own family driver's daughter. To marry her, I signed over my father's entire empire. She spent my fortune while in her heart, she loved another. She pampered her boyfriend like royalty while treating me like a stray, precious little pet. On her wedding day, I called her, begging to borrow just a little bit of money for medical treatment. She just sneered coldly. Clinging to me was a nightmare, Jack. Do us a favor, Jack, do. It's all a solid and just go get yourself reborn. As I died, I saw the true elite heiress waiting for me. Then, my eyes snapped open. I found myself back in senior year. Back in high school, I'd fallen asleep at my desk. Ella's voice snapped me awake. Ryan's sensitive stomach is acting up. Go buy him medicine, then grab cafeteria lunch. Extra meat. He's too skinny. He needs his strength. Ryan was lounging at his desk, surrounded by a crowd treating him like royalty. Everyone was obsessing over his minor stomachache. Of course, no one cared more than Ella. I was her lapdog, sleeping through class just to run her errands, buy her drinks, and waste my life on her. Now that I'm back, looking at her face makes me want to laugh. Who does she think she is? Treating me like dirt? Seeing me standing there, Ella snapped. What are you spacing out for? Go and make it quick. She walked over to Ryan and gently patted his back. Ryan glanced at me and smugly said, Ella, it's not right to send Jack. I'll go. She just giggled. He loves doing this. He'd be upset, right, Jack? She looked at me. I forced a thin smile, said nothing, and headed for the food we got. This time, I bought 2 massive meals for myself. A classmate nearby spotted me and laughed. She likes Ryan, you know, someone on her level, not a total nobody like you, I asked flatly. They sneered. You're just a servant's son. You ride in her car and think you have a chance? Wake up. You're a useless peasant who'll spend his life washing her clothes, sweeping her floors, and cleaning floors, or changing her kids' diapers. I let out a sharp, bitter laugh. Ella told you I'm a servant? She was the only reason I let her ride in my luxury car every day. But in everyone's eyes, Ella was the princess and I was the help. Seeing me ask that, the other person rolls their eyes. Whatever, just get her lunch back there before it goes cold. They laughed again. The people joined in, mocking the fool who dared to dream. The bell rang. Jack walked out of the cafeteria, but I didn't go back to class. I sat outside and ate both meals. I could not even remember a real meal. Good food was a luxury then. I used to wait for the market to close and forage for leftover vegetables. Meat was just a fantasy. Finishing both plates finally killed the hunger. When I returned, the first bell had already rung. Ella snapped, Why are you only just getting back? Where is the medicine? What medicine? I looked at her flatly. The warmth was gone. Ella stared, speechless. The antacids for Ryan, I told you his stomach was hurting. Are you deaf? You can't handle one simple thing. I glanced at Ryan. He looked pale, sure, but why should I care? His family was broke and lived off. But since they got close, she'd been lavishing him with my gold. Every time my father gave me something nice, Ella would take it straight to Ryan. Even that watch was bought with my card. They used my money while treating me like hired help. Ella barked my name. Jack, go ahead, make a scene, keep it up and see if I care. You'll be begging for my mercy soon. I stared at her, actually amused. Mercy? For what? What exactly was my crime this time, Your Majesty? The class froze. Since when did the loser grow a spine? Ella's perfect little mask finally slipped. She remembered my years of crawling and scoffed. Fine, don't expect a ride home with me this afternoon. I just shrugged. Sure. I sat down like she was nothing but background noise. Effortless. Zero effort. Then Bree, Ryan's little guard dog, barked. Excuse me, Jack. What is your problem? You couldn't even buy some medicine? Ryan is suffering. Can't you see how sick he is? I gave her a dead-eye stare. Then you go buy it. Bree exploded. That is your job. Why? Ryan is nothing to me. Why is he my problem? Bree pointed a trembling finger at me. You're Ella's family servant. That is just what you do. That did it. I glared at Ella. Is that what you tell people? Ella flinched. She hadn't said it out loud, of course. But watching her arrive in luxury cars every day, she just let everyone believe the lie. She'd never admit her dad was just the driver. And now, I was the one causing a scene? Ella stomped over and slammed into the seat next to me. Fine, forget the medicine. I'll go. She thought I was just jealous. A desperate boy pining for her attention. She glanced at me. Where is the food? No medicine, fine. But you got lunch, right? She already knew the answer. I ate it, I said calmly. What? Both trays? She looked like I had slapped her face. I nodded. The front row turned back with pure disgust. Are you an animal? Both trays? These bootlickers lived to look down on me. They were Ella's loyal subjects, and I was trash. I used to play nice, hoping for a kind word. Now, I realized I had been way too patient. Every treat Ella gave them came from my pocket. It was my money, I said coldly. 2 trays or 20, it is my business. The room went silent. Their expressions darkened instantly. His money? One hissed. Doesn't Ella's family pay for everything? But Ella was already fuming. She was starving and humiliated. Her lunch was gone, and her anger was finally boiling over. Jack, you asked for this, she spat. Let's see how long you last. She grabbed her bags. Bree, switch with me. Sit next to him. This was her classic move. Her ultimate punishment. The silent treatment. I used to beg for that seat. She was supposed to be my tutor. But looking back, she never taught me a thing. She only ever gave me orders. She thought this would break me. It didn't. I just tuned her out. Ella was hungry and furious. Ryan was still groaning. She sat nearby, shooting death glares at me through the window. She was planning her revenge. She couldn't wait for me to come crawling back and beg. School ended. The Maybach was waiting. I walked straight for it, eyes forward, zero hesitation. The whole school knew the tea. They were waiting for me to fail. I just climbed in. The whispers exploded. He denied her lunch but still takes her car? What a total loser. The servant's son thinks he's the master. Ella's too nice. I would have fired him years ago. I heard every nasty word. Did I care? Not even a little. I just got comfortable. Let's go, I told the driver. He blinked at me. But Miss Ella isn't here yet. We should wait. She was always late for meetings. I used to wait for hours. Not today. The driver hesitated, clearly taking her side over mine. I almost had to laugh. Uncle Steve, my dad has one kid, me. Since when did we have a young miss here? Did you two fight? He asked. I'll talk to her. I shook my head. Don't bother. Drive. I am done seeing her face. Just go. He hesitated. He remembered how I used to cave. He knew I never pushed back. He thought I would just take her scolding like a boy. He was probably dreaming of the day his daughter married into my family's massive fortune. He stopped seeing himself as the help. He was already planning his life as the master. Look at this driver, already acting like my father-in-law. Drive or get out, I snapped. Dad wanted him gone months ago. Word was out that Uncle Steve was a gambling addict. Keeping a degenerate around wasn't Dad's style. But back then, I was completely blinded by obsession. I defended him every single time. If Steve stayed, his daughter Ella stayed. Simple math. I played his hype man, telling everyone he was a saint. That's why he still has a job. Now the help won't even take orders. They arrived, and Steve bolted the second he saw Ella. Ella arrived, clinging to Ryan like a human crutch. Steve scrambled to open the door for her. My pathetic crush on Ella meant Ryan got a free pass. I let him tag along daily. The routine was always the same. Ryan gets dropped off first, then we head to my place. Before Ryan could hop in, I cut him off. Didn't someone say she was walking today? I stared her down. Why is she at my car? The watching crowd was absolutely buzzing. Isn't that Ella's ride? Is he actually blocking her? The gossip was spreading like wildfire. Ella froze, her expression turning to stone. She couldn't believe her little puppet was finally talking back. I didn't give her an inch. You're really doing this? She hissed. I decided to forgive lunch. Keep it up, Jack, she threatened. Keep your forgiveness, I spat. Walk home. You're not riding. Her face went pale, then flushed. Her rich girl reputation was dying in front of everyone. Refusing her meant social suicide. Desperate, she reached in and physically yanked me out of the seat. She shoved Ryan inside. Ella, don't test me. I'll admit, her sheer audacity actually stung. My past memories were blurry, but looking at her now, I can't believe I ever worshipped her. She wasn't worth the air I breathed. Ella ignored me, far too arrogant to even try reasoning. She barked at her father. Drive. The Maybach sped off, leaving me eating dust on the curb. The students lost it. Laughter erupted everywhere. Serves him right. That loser finally got what he deserved. That's what you get for being a jerk. Whatever. I pulled out my ancient, beat-up Nokia. I'd given her my brand new iPhone to impress her, keeping this plastic brick for myself. Pathetic. Staring at this junk, I nearly laughed. I dialed my father. Time for a major reality check. Minutes later, the Maybach screeched back. Uncle Steve climbed out, looking like he'd seen a ghost. He'd clearly been chewed out. Young master, get them out, I commanded. I'm not sharing. Steve turned to the back seat. Ella was already hauling Ryan out, both of them looking completely stunned. Ryan was shaking. Jack, hate me if you want, but leave Ella alone. She's been good. Stop, Ryan, Ella snapped, pride wounded. They stepped out, and I reclaimed my throne in the back. As we pulled away, I rolled down the window and gave a petty little wave. Bye-bye. I caught Steve's nervous gaze in the mirror. He never expected his punching bag to bite back. Young master, he pleaded, it's just a spat. Don't be rash. I'll make Ella apologize later. She'll have to take the bus now. Who knows when she'll get home? He was laying it thick. If everyone else takes the bus, why can't she? Steve, forgot who signs your checks? If you have a problem, quit. He only lectured me because he wanted my family's fortune. He'd stopped respecting me long ago. If I hadn't called Dad, he would have left me stranded. Steve shut up instantly. Silence is golden. Back home, Auntie Chen was waiting at the entrance. Young master, you're alone? Where's Miss Ella? She doesn't live here anymore, I declared coldly. Auntie Chen blinked. Had I finally woken up, I'd treated that girl like a queen for years. She and her father had forgotten their place. Auntie Chen had seen it coming all along. She never spoke up, fearing she'd upset her obsessed master. Now, she looked purely relieved. She was always the kindest soul to me, yet in my past life, I'd been a brat. When Ella took over in the future, Auntie Chen was the first one she kicked out. I'm heading up. Oh, Sophia's here? I used to hate her, but everything was about to change. Barely spoke in my first life. But as I died, her family saved me. She never forgot our engagement. I cut Auntie Chen off. Where is she? In the backyard, playing with Snowball, my favorite dog. I found Sophia feeding him. Ella hated dogs, so I'd stayed away. But Sophia? She was totally vibing. She looked unreal with the pup. In her basic school uniform, she looked like a literal goddess. Just a simple blue outfit, but on her? It was the most stunning thing I'd ever seen. Remembering how she died alone in my past life despite having everything, my eyes burned with regret. Sophia finished with Snowball and looked up. I was just standing there, watching her like a statue. She stepped forward, then froze, remembering my old hatred. Young Master Jack, she whispered, acting cool. Stunning but composed, Sophia acted way beyond her years. She was a genius, topping every provincial exam. She was the one person Ella couldn't stand. Ella always claimed Sophia's success was just pure privilege. She's just lucky, Ella would hiss. Give me her resources, and I'd be 10 times better. Every time Sophia's top grades dropped, Ella's jealousy flared. And back then, I let it infect me. I treated Sophia like an enemy just to please Ella, but honestly, we'd barely even spoken. She never did a thing to hurt me. I checked my emotions and asked, "Need something?" "Just checking on you," she said. Sensing a cold shoulder, she started to back away gracefully. "I'll go. I know I'm not wanted." She hadn't even expected to see me out here today. She really just came for the dog. My presence was more than she ever dared to hope for. She turned to leave, but the words slipped out. "Wait, want to stay for dinner?" Sophia froze. She looked at me with pure, unfiltered shock. "Is that actually okay with you?" The golden sunset softened the moment. Of course. Ella wasn't back from dropping off her boy toy, Ryan. Usually, I'd starve waiting for Ella. Auntie Chen was shocked I wanted to eat this early. Wait for Ella? I scoffed. My staff was so used to me being Ella's pathetic doormat. Now that I'd quit her, they were lost. Auntie Chen didn't push. "I'll get it ready. Also, fire Uncle Steve. Tell him he's done. Effective immediately. He's never coming back." Auntie Chen blinked, then nodded. Understood. With Ella's father gone, I finally felt free. I sat down. Sophia was sneaking glances at me, blushing like a protagonist in a romance comic. She looked away the second I sat. She was so flustered it made me want to tease her. Am I that ugly? My grades suck, but I'm not exactly hard on the eyes, right? If Ella hadn't ruined me, I wouldn't be this mess. Sophia turned back, looking perfectly calm. "You're not," she said, but her ears were bright red. I smiled. "I heard you're a genius." She wasn't used to my warmth. "I'm okay," she muttered. "Know any good tutors? I need help." Relying on Ella was over. I wasn't going to let my dad's money carry my lazy life anymore. I barely touched a book in my last life. This time, I'm fixing my future for real. Sophia had the best connections. A tutor from her would actually be worth a damn. A tutor? But what about Ella? She knew Ella had been mooching as my fake tutor. She's fired. She never respected me anyway. Every penny I paid Ella had been a total waste. Sophia looked stunned. She saw I was serious. This wasn't some weird joke or prank. She took a sip of water, trying to steady her racing heart. I was a new man. I don't use tutors. I self-study. If you don't mind, I could tutor you myself. She didn't think I'd say yes. I'd never even spared her a glance before today. Dinner was already a miracle. But when my face lit up at her offer, she was rattled. Really? She nodded, totally flustered by my reaction. Whenever you're ready, I'll be here. Deal. I just don't want to steal your study time. I was genuinely hyped. It won't, she said, her eyes softening beautifully. It won't affect my grades at all. She'd already mastered the entire curriculum, but she kept that humble flex to herself. Fine, I'm in, I shrugged. My grades are trash, so don't bail on me. Ella was smart but had zero chill. The girl had no patience. If I didn't master a concept instantly, she'd just start screaming. I used to be an average student. Under her tutoring, my scores tanked along with my self-esteem. I won't, Sophia promised. See you after school. Dinner was heavy with an awkward silence. I served her a portion. Eat up. Make yourself at home, no need for formalities here. Naturally, that's when Ella stormed in after dropping off her precious Ryan. She'd already heard her dad got sacked and was fuming. Then she saw me eating without her. Every dish was touched. Her expression turned ice cold. I just ignored her and kept chewing. She came to fight about her father, then spotted Sophia. Why is she times here? She hissed. I used to ghost every girl just to keep Ella happy. I'd rejected Sophia a dozen times before. Now, she was at my table. She's my guest. You got a problem with that? Ella sat down, glaring. You invited her just to spite me, didn't you? She loathed Sophia. As long as Sophia was around, first place was always out of Ella's reach. Sophia stayed quiet. I looked at Ella. Get over yourself. You're really not that important. Once, I thought she was my entire world. I'd given her every ounce of my devotion. Now? Looking at her just made me sick. Simping for her had nearly ruined my life. If seeing me with another girl triggers you, Ella, you've seriously misread your place here. Honestly, go find someone else. Maybe then you'll stop annoying me every single day. Without a word, she turned and bolted upstairs. I was honestly stunned by the drama. With Ella gone, Sophia's face shifted. A flash of something complicated moved through her eyes. Ignore her, I said quickly. I worried she'd take it wrong, but she remained silent. Her warmth vanished, replaced by a noticeable chill. After dinner, I walked her to the door. Get home safe, okay? She left without a word. Quiet as a ghost, I headed back inside. Ella was lurking on the stairs, jacket gone, looking like a fragile victim in her short sleeves. She was gorgeous and soft, the perfect disguise for the toxic nightmare she actually was. She finally snapped. Why did you fire my father? She'd hidden her true status from Sophia. She couldn't let anyone know she was just the driver's kid. A scene would have been humiliating. I need an excuse to fire a driver? I asked. That's my father, she screamed. Today was my call. He had nothing to do with it. If you want to punish someone, punish me. Go ahead, fire me too. That word gave me a second wind. I grinned. Say that again? Ella stared. You think I'm stupid? Fine, we're done. Pack your things and move out. I'll find a real tutor. Ever since you started, my grades have only gotten worse. Frankly, you aren't worth the paycheck. She thought I was bluffing. She was dead wrong. Your grades suck because you're slow. Ryan gets it once. You're hopeless. I wasted my time trying. No teacher can fix your brain. The problem is you. The issue is your attitude. Now, get out of my house, Ella. She scowled. You're a student. Focus. All you do is obsess over me. No wonder you're failing. I just laughed. Are you actually serious right now? You're just jealous of Ryan. You're acting out because I won't date you. I want a real future. You? Your family's money will cover everything anyway. I stared at her, genuinely shocked by the level of her delusion. Then it clicked. Wait, who said anything about dating? Ella, where do you get this ego? You think I actually want you? Without me, you're nobody. She thought I was just acting tough. Think what you want. But invite Sophia again, and don't expect a single word from me. She slammed her door. Talk about acting like she owns the place. Auntie? She moves tomorrow. Dump Ella's junk. No traitors allowed. Texted Sophia. Ghosted. Heart. Absolute ice. Woke up late. Freedom. No Ryan. Ella's still here. I ignore her. No Ryan duty today. Finally. Peace. Her ego's delusional. She still thinks she's winning. Breakfast over. Ella shadows me. Driver's waiting. She follows. Change your mind, Ella. She's silent. Her dad's leash is tight. Money doesn't buy my soul, old man. Whatever. I'm totally over her games. School. We arrive. Ryan's missing today. Ryan's confused. He spots us together. You two made up? He asks, stunned. I walk past. No mercy. No pause. Not worth it. She lies to him. Fix this. Jack's playing the boss. I'm just watching him. Lies. Pure lies. Brazen my seat. Absolute nerve. Move. You ditched Ella. Servant boy. My ride. My rules. Who are you? My box mine. Obviously. I state flatly. Stop playing, Prince. You're just the help. The driver's your dad. Ella's too kind. She'd fire you if she wasn't an angel. Ella walks in. Her aura is terrifying. Bree hit Ella's pride. She finally snaps. Seat. Now. Bree shrinks. Desk is mine. Ella sits by me. I'm a ghost. No one asks. Bri whispers to Ryan. Why is Ella still protecting that loser? He's a guest. Dad's orders. Relax. A squatter? Bri snickers. Car's a lie. Jack's phone is basic. He's a fraud. Sophia replied. Yeah. One word. Absolute zero. Yesterday. Fire. Today? Total ghosting. Brutal. I type. Ella sees the name Sophia. She feels it. The old Jack's dead. Tutoring still on? Buzz. A quick reply. Yes. Good enough. I focus on class. Lunch. Ella looks at me. Eating? No napping today. She's completely baffled. No more Ella-only brain. I'm playing keeps. She fishes for attention. I ignore her. Forget him. Don't even bother, I say. Ryan played the nice guy act perfectly for the crowd. Even while others hissed behind my back, he stayed loyal. But I'm done with charity cases. I packed my dignity, stood up, and walked out of his tired script. Ryan scurried over to Ella, totally baffled. What's his deal? He's ghosting you. What did you do to him? Ella was spiraling. Usually, no matter how much ice she gave me, I'd come crawling back like a desperate pup. Since yesterday, the script flipped. She hadn't changed a thing, yet I was finally acting like I had a spine. She couldn't process the glitch. Ryan asked. Anyway, is he still coming to your big birthday bash this weekend? Ah, the legendary birthday. Last year, I blew a fortune at the Imperial View Hotel playing ATM and assistant. I micromanaged every detail and let her invite the whole school. One night cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars. The classmates raved about it for months. Getting an invite to Ella's party was the ultimate social status symbol. This year was no different. I'd prepped everything weeks ago. If I hadn't fired her yesterday, she'd be chilling. But my sudden cold shoulder was a massive wake-up call. Without me, her honorary party was about to go bust. She watched me walk away, trying to keep her cool. Relax. He'll show up. He always crawls back eventually. He'd never miss my day. This cold act? It's probably just some cringe-worthy setup for a big surprise gift. She exhaled, convinced. He'll be there, she told Ryan. Ryan nodded. True. He's never missed a single one. While they rehearsed their little school event, I didn't stick around. I headed straight home to my new reality. Sophia was already waiting with Snowball. Seeing her there, a genuine smile actually managed to touch my face. Maybe it's some past life soul bond, but seeing her felt rare, like something actually worth fighting to keep. Sophia looked stunned. She was used to my Ice King persona, not this sudden burst of genuine human warmth. My new attitude had her totally flustered. She couldn't even meet my eyes. You're early, I said, grinning. To the study. I led the way upstairs. I hit a wall with today's lessons. I need a real expert. We sat down. That chair used to be Ella's throne, but she never actually bothered to teach me anything. She'd just sit there acting like my very existence was a total waste of her precious, elite time. Sophia whipped out 2 diagnostic tests. She wasn't playing games. She wanted to see exactly how much I knew. I focused and finished them. Sophia scanned my work in dead silence. My stomach did a nervous, awkward flip. Sorry, I'm a lost cause, right? She looked up. No. Your study method just sucks. Let's fix it. Back to basics? Is that okay? I nodded. When Sophia teaches, she's locked in, never breaking focus for a second. She was all business, but her explanations? Pure gold. Everything was finally making sense for the first time. Concepts that baffled me for months clicked instantly. Suddenly, Sophia realized she'd been lecturing for a long while. She paused for water, then caught me staring. She turned bright red, looking away, suddenly very self-conscious and shy. Is something wrong? Confused? I shook my head. Just thinking. You're so patient here, but on your phone? Total ice. 2 words. Max. Is it because of the Ella drama? Are you actually upset with me? No, Sophia whispered. Family visited yesterday. I didn't even see your message until the sun came up today. By then, it felt too late to reply. But if you need anything, just call me. Anytime, really. Our vibe was shattered when my phone buzzed. It was Ella, screeching, Jack, what do you think you're doing? What now? Her voice was like a razor. I honestly had no idea what her latest drama was. You had them throw out all my things. I glanced at Sophia. No more lies. I told you yesterday. You're fired. No job means no house access. Now buzz off. I'm in the middle of a study session. I hung up. Ella stood on the porch, staring at her life packed in bags. Reality was finally hitting. I was actually evicting her. I tossed the phone aside. Let's keep going. Sophia stayed quiet, watching me. Minutes later, the study door flew open. Ella stood there, her face twisted in a dark, murderous fury. She glared at us, her eyes dripping with pure elitist contempt. I stood up, totally over her toxic drama. What do you want? I thought you hated me. I wasn't good enough, yet here you are, obsessed. Ella stepped forward, voice trembling. You think humiliating me is funny? Sophia instinctively jumped up to shield me. She stood between us like a bodyguard. Humiliate you? I laughed. I think you've got this whole thing backwards. I'm the one who was humiliated. Ella, I funded your life while you and Ryan played house using me. Simping is so last life. I'm just reclaiming my throne. She calls it humiliation? Cute. Stop the bluffing, Ella. Look, I'm just not into you. Ever. Goodbye forever. Slam, door meets face. That sound was pure cinematic music. Bags packed, bridge burned. Now that's a perfectly clean exit. Poor background, but a spine made of titanium and ego. She never bent for cash. I once loved that pride. Now, it's just pathetic. Jack? Sophia's voice cut the silence. She was still there. My bad. Let's keep moving, Sophia. Just flushing out some old toxic brain rot. I'm fine, really. Ella's gone. Finally, the air feels light and actually clear. This time, I'm not getting sick. No more tragic repeats. She turned to leave. I caught her hand. Wait, Sophia. She froze, eyes wide. Jack? What are you even doing? I saw the doubt. Ella's venomous words always left scars. She was pulling away again. My public obsession had been obvious. Everyone assumed I was Ella's loyal dog, including Sophia herself. If not for that brutal past life ending, I'd still be sleeping. I let go. Saturday? Let's hit the Imperial View for dinner. 5-star food only. No more starving for a toxic memory. Before, it was always Ella. Now, she's the absolute last choice. Sophia, the perfect fiancé my father chose. She is the one. I used to resent him. Now, Dad was a total genius. She's stunning, high class, and actually possesses a real, kind soul. I'm the lucky one here. You're not going with her? Want me back in that toxic cage? No. Saturday is ours. Then it's a date. See you Saturday then, Jack. Saturday afternoon. I arrived fashionably and very intentionally late for once. The elite were out. Bree's laugh was like nails on glass. Jack, you actually have the nerve to show your face? My dad's friend owns this place. I am the VIP here. Give me one valid reason I shouldn't be here, Bree. It's Ella's birthday. Oh, right. That irrelevant bit of news? Been way too busy winning to remember her little special day. If you hadn't mentioned it, I'd have zero clue at all. 18 years of Ella. Last year's party was a legendary disaster. The day I threw a fortune away and discovered her cheating. Ryan and I are in love. Get over it already. Stop sticking your nose in my business, Jack. Just go. I went silent for days. Then, like a fool, I apologized. That was the old, weak Jack. He's officially dead and buried. I begged her. I almost signed my entire life away once. Simping for a snake cost me my father's entire company. Looking at this fake crowd now, I feel absolutely nothing. My cash, her party, she's still a parasite. I ignore the noise and head for my reserved table. The elevator dings, and there she is, cozy with Ryan. She smirks, thinking I'm crawling back. I knew you'd show up. But don't think I've forgiven you. My turn to smile. Why would I care? I'm just here for the steak. Wait, am I even invited to this little birthday bash? You've got a whole fan club here, you won't even notice I'm gone. Ella glared at me, her face twisting in pure irritation. Still playing games, she thought, trying to ruin my big day. I was just getting under her skin. Just then, the manager hurried over. Young Master Jack, you were looking for Sophia? The manager gave a sharp nod. She is already here. Please, follow me. He turned to lead while Ella trailed behind. She was breathing down my neck. Jack, are you serious right now? She couldn't believe I was still chasing after Sophia. It is just that she is too soft-hearted. I shot her a cold glance. I'm not the one causing a scene, you are. You told me to stop following you because I was annoying. Now I have. So, what is the problem exactly? Your boyfriend is waiting, I say, nodding toward Ryan. He looks like he wants to interfere but lacks the guts. Ryan has never seen the Ice Queen chase me like this. Of course, I know exactly what her game is. It is not my heart she is afraid to lose. It is the black card in my wallet. She never loved me. She snatched everything I gave her without a second thought. A fake no with her mouth, but a greedy yes with her hands. Now that I am pulling the plug, she is panicking. After all, she has been hyping this birthday party for months. She cannot let her reputation crumble now. Ella snaps. If this is about Ryan, I can stay away from him. So, will you please stop acting out? For the first time ever, the Queen is begging. That tells me everything. This party is her entire world. If she did not care about clout, she never would have built that rich girl persona. She certainly would not have invited the whole school to watch her. Turns out, she is terrified of looking poor. I have watched Ella play the untouchable goddess for years. Seeing her fold over a dinner reservation is pure gold. I find this drama rather entertaining. I give a slow, mocking nod. Right, it is your birthday. Let's not ruin the fun. I turn to the manager. I made a reservation for the Jade Hall under Ella's name. The manager quickly checks the records. Yes, that is correct, young Master Jack. Since it is her birthday, go ahead and let her use the VIP hall. I look back at the girl who used me. That works for you? Ella breathes a massive sigh of relief, thinking I softened. She looks at me with smug eyes. So, this was all just a plot to break me and Ryan up? You're jealous. You're overthinking it. I don't care who you sleep with. Give it time, Ella. Without my money, you are absolutely nothing. The manager stands silent as a ghost. My words strip Ella of her pride. I am done with you, she screams. She storms away without a second look. The manager glances at me. I will prepare the Jade Hall immediately, I nod. One thing nobody leaves until she settles the massive bill herself. Not a single person. Understood. Young Master Jack. Once the trap is set, I go find Sophia. Ella marches back to Ryan, her face a mask of hidden rage. How did it go? What did he say? Nothing worth mentioning, Ella lies. She looks at Ryan, acting sweet and gentle. He is her loyal dog, as always. As if she would ever dump a hunk like Ryan for Jack? Dream on. Once this party ends, she plans to ghost Jack forever. No more smiles. Meanwhile, Sophia was not in her uniform. She is wearing a simple dress. On her, it carries an effortless royal elegance. When I walk in, she is completely absorbed. She is studying the menu intently. She hears my footsteps and looks up, our eyes locking. I smile. Waiting long? No, I just arrived as well. Sophia studies me for a heartbeat. I am in a plain tee today, looking sharp and relaxed. Though I am lean, I slide naturally into the seat right beside her. Sophia did not expect me to get so close. She stiffens up instantly. There are dozens of other seats. I ignore her tension. Have you ordered yet? Not yet. I am still browsing. Let me see. I lean over, reading the menu alongside her. Sophia loses all focus on the food. Her attention keeps drifting toward my scent. Whatever shampoo I use, it smells clean, fresh, and dangerously addictive. I am craving something bold and spicy today. It is the kind of heat that makes you feel truly alive. My past life was cold, never enough food, never warm. Those days were pure torment, but now I am finally reborn. Sometimes I still dream of that starving life. The food arrives fiery red. I fan my mouth and grab the juice. I take a long sip. Sophia asks, "Do you like spicy food?" It's fine. I look at her. You? I love it too. She picks up her chopsticks and joins in. We are in a private suite. A server stands by, watching us. Moments later, the owner of the Imperial View Hotel walks in. His name is Miles. I greet him politely. Uncle Miles. Miles smiles at me warmly. Jack, I didn't know you were here. The way he says it proves I wasn't the target. Sure enough, he bows straight to Sophia. Miss Sophia, welcome. Please, let me know if anything is imperfect. He knew her true identity. Listen up. Most people are clueless. Nobody realizes the Sophia family's youngest heiress is hiding in plain sight. Right here in this city, playing it low-key. Sophia offers a curt nod before focusing back on her meal. Talk about an ice queen. I thought she was warm, but she just hates pointless small talk. Miles awkwardly pours her water himself. The silence is deafening. She radiates a lethal stay-away energy. Finally, Miles retreats. Enjoy your meal, he says. Wait, Uncle Miles, I call out. My voice halts him instantly. He turns, surprised. Young Master Jack. Do you need something? His smile is genuinely warm. He's a likable guy, which is why I've always respected him. But my past life haunts me. The Imperial View Hotel. It burned down 3 days after this party. The fire systems were a joke. The extinguishers? Totally useless when the kitchen grease ignited. The inferno didn't just destroy the building, it claimed innocent lives. The city's finest hotel never recovered. Miles was destroyed by the tragedy. I look at him seriously. Is your fire safety actually up to code? I ask bluntly. Miles blinks, stunned. Odd question, Jack. Just a hunch. Check the kitchen equipment specifically. Rest assured, he replies. Our safety is top tier. Guest protection is our absolute priority. I lock eyes with him. Why not verify it yourself? Displeasure flickers across his face. What are you implying, Jack? He asks sharply. Do you doubt my professional word? Your father knows my character. I run an honest business. He's clearly offended by my meddling. To him, I'm just a bratty kid. Then, suddenly, Sophia finally speaks up. He's right. It doesn't hurt to look. She hadn't even acknowledged him until this very second. Her brief responses carry massive weight. Even her simplest words command absolute authority. Miles bows to her status. Fine, I'll check. Sophia remains perfectly unbothered. She's my age, yet she possesses a gravity I can only dream of having. Once Miles leaves, I turn to her. Why did you back me up? I know the future, but she has no reason to believe me. She eyes me calmly. You spoke up, so I supported you. Even if I was lying? So what, she shrugs. It only costs him a walk to the kitchen. Her calmness makes me feel actually seen. I remember my diagnosis day. Everyone called me a liar. Nobody believed I was the victim. They called it recklessness. If I'd been reckless, I would have accepted it. But everyone just judged me. I even began to loathe myself. But I know now Ella orchestrated that entire nightmare. She used a contaminated needle on me just to dodge our marriage, a truly demonic setup. Only the hunter knows the prey's innocence. Sophia and I finish our meals slowly. We don't leave. We order dessert and I start on my homework right there. Sophia tutors me until evening. Meanwhile, Ella's party ends and the exit is suddenly blocked. The bill is unpaid. Ella calls me. I just let it vibrate on the table. Sophia watches me, not picking up. I know exactly who it is. Let it ring. After 3 tries, I answer. Jack, what the hell? Ella's screaming in pure rage. Her anger is my fuel. I'm done with her, but old debts must be paid in full. I smirk. Ella, why so loud? Just pay your bill and leave. Stop playing games, she hisses. She thought she'd dump me tonight and walk away clean. She didn't expect a trap. Now she's broke and her friends are all watching her fail. Strange, I drawl. I wasn't invited. Why would I pay? Why not split the check? Your friends love you, right? I'm sure they'll chip in for their queen. I used to give her 6 figures a month. She spent it like it was hers. She called it tutor fees to stay delusional. She was generous with my money. Everyone thought she was a rich heiress. Little did they know, every cent belonged to me. What's the price for payment? Manners, please. Ask me nicely. She's fuming. My leash broke. Beg me, Ella. Say please. Trapped. Nowhere left to run. Stay here. I'll finish this. The elites are now prisoners. Debt is crushing her ego. I enter. The manager bows. Master Jack. The tables turned. Mocked me earlier, now broke. Unpaid tabs. Happy birthday, loser. Total misery. Ella's face dropped. Ryan's clueless. Bills still due. Stop it. I'll pay now. Classmates charity. Here's my card. Ella's a fraud. I'm paying. Can't pay? How utterly embarrassing. Total humiliation. Jack's master plan. His money. Her fake life. Swipe. Public pride execution. Done. 860,000. Paid. Birthday gift. No more handouts. Ryan's ghostly. Truth finally hit. Ella's wealth? Purely Jack's money. Bree snaps. The last stand. You're just the maid's kid. Stop acting big, housekeeper's boy. Wrong. I'm the family heir. Her dad's my driver. Fired. Ask her. Who's the servant? Pride shattered. Ella is broken. Speechless. She's lost everything now. She flees. Ryan follows shame. Driver's daughter. A total fake. Show's over. Everyone, get out. Go home. It's late now. Manager bows. Escorting the boss. Elevator silence. Sophia's watching me. Revenge taken. Still feeling empty. This is just the start. Lobby time. Miles is waiting. He wants Jack. The savior. Uncle Miles. He's beyond grateful. Hotel saved. The trash is out. How'd you know? The question hits me like a freight train. I scramble. Lucky dream? Miles laughs. Fine, keep your secrets. I've got gifts for the heroes. He snaps his fingers. 2 bags appear. Thanks. Just anything, just call. He's dead serious about the favor. Miles waves us off. Sophia's ride is waiting. I sink into the plush leather seat. The city's quiet. Just a few headlights cutting through the dark. Chill vibes, heavy thoughts. Usually we're loud, but tonight? Dead silence. Sophia's wheels are turning. I can feel it. She's wondering how I knew about the fire. It makes 0 sense by any logic. Plus, that Jade Hall drama. Today was Ella's birthday, but I chose to be here. I didn't just ditch Ella, I crushed her pride. It's over. Finally. So why do I feel so empty? Actually, the gloom vanishes fast. This is my redo. No more mistakes. I've got time to fix everything now. But man, playing the perfect student is draining. I'm running on fumes today. My eyelids are lead weights. Before I know it, I'm drifting. Right onto her. Sophia freezes like a statue. By the time we arrive, her arm's definitely gone numb. She didn't move an inch. Miss, we're here. Sophia looks out, then at me. I look peaceful, apparently. She hesitates. The driver's already holding the door open. Still, she lets me sleep. The engine stops and I blink awake, confused. Home sweet home. I catch Sophia looking away, totally flustered and stiff. My neck is a wreck. I sit up. Oh, we made it, she nods. Why didn't you wake me? You looked like you died. Classic Sophia. Her face is a mask, but her ears? Bright red. She's surprisingly innocent. Sophia? She looks up. Are you actually scared of me? No. Then why the cold shoulder? You act like I'm a plague. She coughs. I'm just not used to being close. You're the first. I can't help laughing. Then tell me to move. She glares, trying to reclaim the upper hand. Why did you dump Ella? I thought you were obsessed. The question stings. Just realized she's trash. Silence. What? Never mind. I'm out. I bail. The gate opens. Dad. Seeing him sends a jolt through my soul. Dad. He's always working. I usually rot in this mansion alone with the staff. Nobody could handle me. But Dad? He just spoiled me rotten. My happiness was his world. In my last life, I threw it all away. He told me to quit Ella. I didn't listen. Now? He's my everything. A lifetime of regret boils over. I tackle hug him, sobbing like a baby. You only break for the ones you love. Dad was ready to scold me. Instead, he's dealing with a leaking faucet. He panics, patting my back. Who did it? Was it Ella? I heard you canned her. He's worried. No, Dad. I just missed you. You weird kid. Usually you call me annoying. Wait, is that Sophia? I spin around. Crap, her car is still there. She's out of the car. My eyes are puffy. This is so humiliating. She gave me a lift. We had dinner. Dad's jaw practically hits the floor. He wanted us engaged, but I fought him. Said I hated her. Now this? He's confused but plays it cool. Sophia, come in for a bit. Hello, Uncle. Not tonight. I should get going. She steals a glance at me. She bails. I follow Dad inside. Did she hurt you? He eyes my face. I shake my head. No, she's actually been great. I collapse onto the sofa. Staring from the sofa, Dad looks so young. In my last life, he died long before his time. I only remember him as a fragile old man. Now, he's just nagging me for answers like always. Ella's innocent, please. Sunday morning, barely out of bed, and Auntie Chen says she's already waiting. Last night's chaos flashes back. We burned every bridge to ash. Ella should definitely have the hint. No more playing nice. Yet, here she is. I head down and see she brought backup. Her old man's here. Uncle Steve's buttering up my father. Mr. Owen, it's all Ella's fault. She's a total brat. I gave her a piece of my mind. She won't bother Jack anymore. Dad scowls. Since when are you on a first-name basis with my son? He never liked these grifters. He only tolerated them to keep me happy. Uncle Steve realizes he just stepped in it. He panics. Young Master Jack. My apologies. The second I hit the stairs, his eyes lock onto me. Morning, young master. I brought Ella to say sorry. I glance over at the so-called Ice Queen. She's just sitting there, fuming in silence. Apologizing? As if. I don't buy that for a second. Her face screams pure resentment. She's still boiling from last night. No way she's here by choice. Uncle Steve, chill, I say. Ella did nothing wrong. No apology necessary. We are totally good. But you fired her? He looks more panicked than when he lost his own actual job. His old pay sucked, but tutoring me was a goldmine. Low effort, high reward for Ella. The cash was insane. They probably thought she would marry into the Jang fortune one day. The cash cow died and he can't handle it. Years of tutoring, yet my grades stayed total trash. Besides, Ella said I was too brain dead to teach, so I just did her a massive solid. I finally set her free. No drama, no hard feelings. She did nothing wrong, right? Seriously, no apology needed. Dad eyes me suspiciously, but I keep my expression stone cold. Before, I begged for her to stay. Dad just rolled with my obsession back then. Now, I have cut the cord. Dad's shocked and actually proud. His boy finally grew a spine. I have got class and need fuel. Dad kicks them out. Breakfast is done. Time to bounce. My driver's waiting. As we roll out the gates, I spot Ella standing right there. Her dad's there too, but the nice guy act is gone. Uncle Steve raises a hand and smacks her. I know her deal. Her father is a gambling addict. Her mother bailed years ago, abandoning her. She has been surviving on borrowed cash just to stay in school with that loser father. Despite the chaos, she clawed her way to the top. She is actually an academic genius. Straight A's every time. I worshipped her. I gave her everything, my heart and my wallet. I tried to make her life easy, gave her my best. But she never gave a damn about me. To her, I was just a human ATM. Her heart belonged elsewhere. I look away and drive off. After yesterday's flex, the school vibe changed. Suddenly, everyone wants to be my new best friend. Jack, are you seriously that loaded? Was Ella's lifestyle all you? We thought she was actually rich. Now you know, young Master Jack, pick me. I am way more fun than that Ice Queen. I look at the girl and can't help but laugh. Right then, Ella storms into the room. She hears the sucking up and scoffs. Keep dreaming. He would never even look at you. He's already hunting new prey. Get in line. New target? The entire room goes silent. Someone new? Who could beat Ella? Is there even another girl here on her level? The rich girl mask slipped, but she is still a genius and drop-dead gorgeous. Everyone knows she is destined for greatness. Ella ignores the noise and just glares at me. You were my loyal lapdog for years. Just because I rejected you, you decide to backstab me? Jack, deal with it. I will never like you. You are a pathetic student hiding behind Daddy's wallet. You are trash compared to Ryan. Everyone remembers my grades now. I am bottom of the barrel. I was her lapdog and a total academic failure. You just want to humiliate us. Is that your power trip? Messing with someone's dignity is a low blow. Stop lying about being my savior. That cash was for tutoring, nothing more. We're done, don't ask me for a single favor. Ella pivots away, radiating pure don't touch me energy. The cold shoulder is real. There's that classic Ice Queen mask. Too bad I saw her begging for help last night. I actually felt bad when her dad hit her this morning. Pity is a dangerous poison. Scratch that he should have hit harder. You really have the nerves to act high and mighty? Tell me, tutor, what did my money buy? I stayed at the bottom of the rankings. That's your talent at work. She just blinks and calls me a slow learner. Buy a brain, Jack. The classroom explodes like it's a cheap comedy special. I stare her down. Maybe the teacher was just incompetent. Want to prove me wrong? She thinks of Sophia, my new secret weapon. She scoffs, ready for total war. Fine, rank up 100 spots by next month. Just 100. She's betting against a miracle. In her eyes, my brain is just a useless paperweight. Deal. Only 100? She really thinks I'm the king of the idiots. She broadcasts it to the room. The loser officially took the bait. Everyone. If he wins, I'll run 10 kilometers. The class goes wild for the drama. Bree chimes in. If the beauty runs, shouldn't the beast do the same? Can those rich kid legs handle 10 kilometers, Jack? Quit while you're ahead. 100 spots? Easy. Honestly, Sophia's teaching actually makes sense for once. I can feel my power level rising. This bet is the perfect fuel for my comeback. Ella mutters idiot under her breath, totally stunned that I didn't back down. She still sees the old Jack, the clueless guy who couldn't solve basic math. She's savoring my defeat already. Then Ryan walks in, sensing the juicy tension. He spent the night brooding, but he's finally chosen a side to play. Ella is the perfect heroine, smart, beautiful, and tragically poor. Compared to a dead weight like me, she's a diamond in the rough. He marches over to her, playing the part of the knight in shining armor. Ella, your father is an honest man. You're the top student. Forget Jack's pity. I'll be your pillar, always. Seriously? The cringe levels are off the charts. The class is practically weeping. Look at Ryan, the noble hero defending the girl. Suddenly, Ella is a saint, and I'm the villain who tried to buy her. Jack's just a talentless leech. How dare he talk back to her? Totally shameless. Watching this soap opera unfold is almost worth the headache. What a performance. They're perfect for each other, truly. I'm just glad to be out of the script. The lapdog label is gone, replaced by total loser. My popularity is tanking. Everyone's ghosting me again. Whatever. After what I've been through, this is child's play. I've got family, fortune, and a fresh start. Time to hit the books. School's out. My parents roll up looking like they stepped off a movie poster. Back in the day, they were the ultimate power couple. They still have that aura. Mom jumps out and wraps me in a hug that could heal a broken soul. She plays the perfect lady, opening my door. Ella and Ryan are watching, stunned. Classmates spot me with this stunning older woman. The rumor mill starts spinning. Is that Jack's new sugar mommy? Ella's eyes narrow, trying to solve the puzzle. The whispers follow the car like exhaust fumes. Everyone is dying to know her name. Ella watches us vanish, her Ice Queen cool finally starting to crack with jealousy. Busted, so that's the secret sauce behind his sudden wealth. A sugar baby? Talk about a total fall from grace. No wonder Ella treats him like toxic waste. At his age, it's honestly revolting. Ella just smirks, letting the rumors burn. Ryan catches Ella's eye. Her silence is the ultimate confirmation. He breathes easy, knowing Jack's grades are still straight trash. Still, that kind of cash stings. Throwing around tens of thousands in one night, it felt like a personal insult to Ryan. He used to feel like a peasant next to Jack. Now, Jack's just a puppet funded by some rich older woman. Suddenly, the playing field is level. At least Ryan has his dignity. He'll climb to the top the honest way. Through blood, sweat, and tears, he'll earn his empire. Ryan and Ella hop on the bus, leaving the drama behind. Can't walk you home, Ella says coldly. With the tutoring gig dead, she's hunting for a new grind to survive. Her father's gambling debts are a black hole, and he's been draining her dry. Now, she's backed into a corner. It's survival mode now. Whatever, Ryan shrugs. My folks are buying me a new phone before our big family dinner. We hit the restaurant, and Sophia is already there, looking like a total boss. The atmosphere is thick with expectations. She's crashing in the city with her uncle, who happens to be my dad's legendary partner in crime. Tonight is the official meet the families moment. Dad has been thirsty for this connection for years. I used to dodge these dinners like the plague. I was too busy simping for Ella to see what was right there. But today, I'm actually here. Dad is beaming with pride. His rebellious son finally grew some brain cells. The adults are vibing over expensive wine, so I lean in and tell Sophia about the insane bet I made. I have to climb 100 spots in the rankings. Sophia just gives me this mysterious, quiet nod in response. I can't read her at all. Too reckless? Too much pressure? I ask. Sophia finally looks at me. Hardly. Can I actually pull it off? I'm following your lead. She cuts me off with a look that could melt steel. Trust me, she says. And for the record, you're sharp. The people calling you slow are just straight up idiots. She's clearly throwing shade at Ella's constant insults. Sophia didn't say anything then, but she never forgot. I can't help but grin. That's a relief. Thanks for not giving up on me, Sophia. It means a lot. It's nothing, she brushes it off. Suddenly, the table goes silent. I look up to see the old men staring. My face is heating up. Dad, what's the deal? Nothing, son. Carry on. He goes back to his business talk. But inside, he's doing a victory dance. His matchmaking worked. They're getting along way better than he ever imagined. It feels like his son is being stolen by a genius, and he loves it. After dinner, the night is young. Sophia and I split from the parents. We're not done yet. We hit a nearby cafe because I need ice cream. I slide into the booth next to her, my brain already melting from all these math formulas and complex concepts. 10 kilometers of running if I lose? That would literally kill me. The server arrives with our treats. I look up, and my heart stops. The server is Ella. We lock eyes, and the awkwardness is off the charts. Ella's gaze is pure ice. I should be asking you, did you stalk me here just to mess with me? Despite my cold shoulder, Ella's ego is massive. She's convinced I'm still obsessed, and this is all some mind game. She thinks I'm trying to break her. Why else would I show up at her new job the very first night? You're delusional, I tell her. It's a big city. It's just a coincidence. Ella shoots a glare at Sophia. She doesn't stay to chat. She's got no time for us peasants. I watch her walk away with that fake attitude. I seriously don't get why she feels so superior. I shrug it off and offer my ice cream to Sophia. She declines, grabs my bag for me, and leads the way out. Having a genius bodyguard is a total flex. I wanted to hang out longer, but Ella's presence basically nuked the entire vibe of the evening. For the next 2 weeks, I'm a beast. Total study grind mode. Sophia is at my house every day, coaching me. I'm actually getting better, but every time Ella sees us, she has to drop a petty, low-budget comment. Jack, give it up. There's still time to quit before you humiliate yourself in front of the whole school. You're killing my focus, I snap, shoving my earphones in. Finally, exam day is over, and I feel like a god. I sprint home, barely able to keep the smirk off my face. The scores aren't out, but I know I crushed it. Sophia is chilling in the courtyard with Snowball. That cat is turning into a literal fluffball by the day. I scoop up the cat and grin at Sophia. You're here early. Ready to see some legendary results? Sophia's always lurking early. Is school her only personality trait or what? Ella's a top-tier genius, always busy. But Sophia? She's pure, unbothered chill. She's here every single time I return. Apparently, school rules just don't apply. No clubs, no council. Sophia just vibes. Too boring, she says, yawning. She only competes when she's bored, but teachers think she's a cheat code. She only enters the arena when Ella's competing. Total rivalry goals right there. Ella's still salty because Sophia keeps snatching that first-place crown away. Sophia sips her tea, unbothered. Ella's presence is just her afternoon comedy show. I'm dying to see my score. We're checking the answers right here. I crushed it. Results day arrives, and the teacher looks unusually serious. He praises the usual suspects, Ella and Ryan. Then, a massive dramatic pause. One more name. Jack. I sit up. Ella gives me that loser glare, but the teacher drops a bomb. My grades didn't just jump, they exploded. From bottom-tier trash to the top 200. The whole room goes silent. Top 200? The whole class is staring like I'm a freaking alien. Ella's brain has officially glitched. This was not in her petty little script. Honestly, I'm shocked too. This second life is way too precious to waste. No more slacking. I've been locked in, absorbing every lecture like a sponge. Sophia is a literal teaching goddess. Everything she says just clicks instantly. Those impossible math problems? They're basically kindergarten level when she breaks them down. Hard work actually pays off? Is this a joke, teacher? Someone pipes up. No mistake, the teacher says. He's finally glad I'm not tanking his average. Recognition feels like a drug. I catch Ella watching me and smirk. 10 kilometers, Ella. Start running. Don't forget our little bet, sweetheart. Ella's stunned. Is Sophia really that good, or did I just cheat? School's out, and it's track time. I'm staying just to enjoy her suffering. Watching her eat humble pie is better than any primetime drama series. Pure satisfaction. Ryan is fuming in the background, but I'm vibing hard. Bry's whispering poison. Top 200? He's still a nobody, she sneers. He thinks he's king? Ella still got first. Ryan's second. He's trash. Ryan tries to stay cool. A bet's a bet. Ella can handle losing. But he still lives with that woman, Bree adds. Truly toxic energy. Ryan plays the saint, while Bree pats his shoulder. It's honestly gross. It's nearly dark when Ella finishes. She's a sweaty, exhausted, miserable mess. Happy now? She pants. I just grin. Feel free to lose again anytime. I walk away feeling like $1,000,000,000. The heavy weight is gone. I'm literally skipping. Seeing her perfect little world crumble is pure gold. She still thinks I'm her obsessed puppy. Boy, is she dead wrong. Now she's worried I'll choose Sophia. They're actually a perfect power couple. That jealousy is finally burning. Mine. Her inner spoiled brat is screaming. Ryan offers water like a loyal servant. You must be exhausted, Ella. She's perfectly polite, but her brain is fried. Ryan is smelling a rat. How did a loser like Jack jump that high? It's suspicious, right? Bree goes full conspiracy mode. He cheated. Just to make you look bad. I tutored him for years and he stayed stupid. This makes no sense. Spewing lies without proof? Careful, Bree warns. Cross him and you're on your own. I'm snitching tomorrow. I race home, dying to brag to Sophia. Watching Ella eat dirt was legendary. Sophia's coaching totally paid off. But Auntie Chen says Sophia's a no-show. Buzzkill. I ditch my uniform, feeling the empty house is chill. Dad's Mia again, so it's just me and the silence. I dial Sophia. She's currently a mermaid in her pool. The maid creeps up. Miss, a call. But the figure underwater is lost in her own world. It's Jack, she adds. Suddenly, Sophia breaks the surface, moving like a model toward the edge. Wrapped in a towel, Sophia picks up. That Ice Queen mask finally cracks into something. A softer. Hey, busy? Did I ruin your swim? Just floating. Heard you skip today, so I called. I'm beaming. I cracked the top 200. And Ella? She's currently running a miserable 10K. Watching her crumble was pure therapy. Sophia sinks into a poolside chair, listening to my victory lap. She lets me ramble. You still there? I ask. Still here, she whispers. Congrats, Jack. Hope I'm not a pest. Never. I've got time. You've worked so hard tutoring me. Rest up. Take a break. I'll solo study and ping you if I'm stuck. Deal. But I don't hang up. You sound off. Something wrong? Need a hand? The question hits her like a surprise attack. We're partners, right? You've carried me this far. Let me return the favor. Without her magic touch, those grades would be impossible. I'm not a leech. I want to give back to her. She doesn't need money, but hearing partners makes her lips curve into a rare, genuine smile. Okay, Jack. Fast forward. I walk into class and the teacher looks like she's swallowed a wasp. She's standing at the podium, fuming. You could practically see the dark aura radiating off her. Her gaze pierces me. Jack, stand up. I rise, totally clueless about what triggered this boss fight. You've been flagged for cheating on the finals. Care to explain yourself? Cheating? I scan the room. Bree is huddled with Ryan, wearing a grin that screams villain arc. Your last scores were trash, yet now you're a genius? It doesn't add up, the teacher barks. To settle this, you're taking a brand new, harder exam, right now. Clear? A retake? Ridiculous. I'm fuming, but Bree is practically vibrating with joy in her seat. She hops up. Told you he's a fraud. If you're so smart, why be scared? Just do it. She looks at me like she's finally won the game. Honestly, her confidence is almost funny. You reported me with zero proof. In the real world, the accuser has to show receipts, Bree. Otherwise, it's just slander. If I retook exams every time a hater cried, I'd never leave this room. Might as well drop out. The class goes silent. Even Ella is staring like I've grown 2 heads. I used to be a total doormat, a classic pushover. But today, my voice sounds like cold steel. Ella's stunned. Is this the same loser she's always looked down on? Something in me has shifted. The teacher pauses, sensing my logic. Doubt is natural, Jack. A retake clears the air. You don't want these rumors staining your reputation forever, right? She's clearly siding with the mob. She doesn't believe in my glow-up. Fine. I offer her a sharp, confident smirk. Sure, I'll retake it. but being dragged through the mud for no reason is absolutely pathetic. We're supposed to be classmates. I have no idea why Bree is so obsessed with my downfall, and if I score higher, she'll just invent a new lie. So, since she made the move, she needs skin in the game. If I'm innocent, Bree gets expelled. Deal? Expelled? The teacher blinks. Bree's a good student, so the stakes suddenly feel way too high. The faculty always favors the nerds, but this slander is doing real damage to my soul. What if the stress breaks me? What if I do something? And in drastic. I let the threat hang. The room goes ice cold. I lock eyes with Bree. What's the matter, snitch? You were so sure I was a cheat. Too chicken to bet your future on it? The bait is set. Bree's pride flares up. She takes it hook, line, and sinker. Bry explodes, fuming. I will bet my whole future. Everyone knows Jack is a total academic disaster. He definitely cheated. I am absolutely certain. My refusal to retake the test just fuels her delusional fire. She is practically foaming. She sneers at the teacher. If Jack is a cheater, expel him. I refuse to share a campus with him. Deal! I shout instantly. Jack, my office after class. The teacher sighs before walking out of the silent room. Bree grins, waiting for my downfall. Ella looks like she has seen a ghost because I just bet my life. Jack, are you insane? She whispers. Expulsion is a social death sentence. Just go apologize and beg for some mercy. One test is not worth this risk. If you are sincere, I will help you. I will even overlook everything. She is playing the saint now? After being so cold lately? Give me a break with that fake, concerned act. I flash a smirk. You think I am a cheater too, right? Stop the performance and talk to Bree instead. She is your boyfriend's best friend, after all. Bree is the loud one, but Ryan is the true snake. He hides behind that nice guy mask, but I saw his true face in my past life. He is manipulative. Every time Ella and I fought, he was right there, twisting the knife from the sidelines. Pure, calculated evil. Ella's eyes turn to ice. I am doing this for you. Can you not see that? She snaps at me. For me? Or is the waitress gig failing? Coming back to live off my family's wealth again, tell the truth. Her face goes pale. Silence. I know her part-time job is a nightmare, and student council is crushing her soul. I used to spoil her rotten. Now, she is tasting the bitter reality of having absolutely zero luxury left. She thought this was a rich boy tantrum. But the truth is, I have stopped chasing after her completely. Before, I would always crawl back like a dog. Now, I just smile as she stands there looking completely pathetic. Waiting for me to beg for forgiveness, I ask. I know how it feels to lose everything. It leaves scars. I used to spend my nights dreaming she would realize I was innocent, that she would come find me. I waited until my dying breath. But she just married another guy after setting me up to take the fall. I do not need your pity. Ella hisses, her lips trembling. You are dreaming if you think I am coming. Then you should beg, I say coldly. Maybe I will be kind and toss you some spare change. Who knows? My heart is a frozen wasteland. I want to see her proud face finally crumble into utter, desperate misery. She destroyed my soul once. Now, I will give her just enough hope to keep her suffering. Revenge is sweet. Not a chance, she growls, walking away. I am patient. After class, I head straight to the teacher's office. The dean and two other teachers are waiting with a fresh, brutal exam set. It is time to prove them. I finish with ease. The teachers graded instantly. The verdict? My score is legendary. I definitely did not cheat. You definitely did not cheat, the teacher says, stunned. But why were your grades so pathetic before this moment? I was distracted by someone unworthy, I reply, but my new home tutor really cleared things up for me. Only someone who has lost everything can value the chance to start over. This school is now my kingdom. Imagine getting dumped and framed in the same day. Talk about a villain origin story. Ella's falling hard now. I was her bank account for years. Save your pity, she hisses. Someone's clearly having a bad hair day. Thinking I'll play the hero again? Keep dreaming. If you want my help, get on your knees and beg. Maybe I'll toss you some spare change if I'm bored. I'm smiling, but my heart is a frozen wasteland. Forgiveness isn't on the menu. I just want to see the Ice Queen groveling in the dirt, completely desperate. Her ego was my downfall before. She wrecked me once, but in this life, the tables have finally turned. I'm dangling hope like a carrot just to watch her fail. Not a chance. She spits back, eyes cold. She walks away, but I'm in no rush. Next stop, proving I'm not the loser everyone thinks I am. The dean and the faculty sharks are waiting. It's an interrogation, and they're looking for a reason to fail me. New test, same genius. They grade it together. The moment of truth arrives, and the results are absolutely legendary. Pure excellence. Proof that I didn't cheat, I just evolved. My teacher's jaw hits the floor in total shock. Why were you failing before? Simple. I was a pathetic simp chasing a ghost. I wasted my life on trash. I claim I got a new tutor. In reality, I finally woke up. You only realize how precious time is when you've already died once. School isn't a prison anymore. It's my battlefield, and I'm going to win. Effort usually pays off here, but outside these gates, the world is a meat grinder ready to chew you up. I head back to the den. The teacher and dean arrive together to drop the hammer on this investigation. Once my innocence is locked in, Bree's face hits the floor. Total panic. Her lies just went up in smoke. The teacher's eyes are like ice. This class's toxic attitude has officially become a problem that needs fixing. Students should back each other up. Tearing down someone who actually improved, that is the lowest move possible. Consider this a harsh lesson. I lock eyes with Bree. You swore you would leave if I was innocent. You are not backing out now, are you? Bree stammers like a fool. So, your word is officially trash. Some people's promises are worth nothing. Note to self, never make bets with a coward like you, Jack. Ryan steps in, playing the saint now that his friend is drowning. We are all classmates, he says. No need for drama. Bree was just looking out for you, worried you might take a dark path. She meant no harm. Just give her a break. Ryan speaks, and the sheep immediately start bleeding in agreement. Expulsion is too harsh. I smirk at these hypocrites. Their opinions are cheap because they are not paying. They worship Ryan. Whatever he says, goes. I turn to the golden boy. Since you care so much, why don't you withdraw in her place? Ryan's face twists, his eyes fixed on me as they start tearing. Now I'm the villain bullying the hero. The class snaps. Bree attacked you, not Ryan. Leave him alone. Why drag Ryan into this? He stands up for everyone. He treats every student with the same kindness. The whole room is against me. I laugh. Treats everyone the same? Let us not get ahead of ourselves. If I were the one getting kicked out, would you have said a word? Of course. Ryan lies effortlessly. I have always told people to be nice to you. I cannot stand his fake act. I face Bri. Fine, stay. But your word is garbage. New deal. Go run 20 kilometers right now as a penance. Bree looks horrified. 20 kilometers? That is a death sentence for someone with zero athletic talent like her. Do it or pack your bags. I sit back, unfazed. Honestly, I do not care if she stays or rots. But zero consequences makes me an easy target. She pays up. Fine, I will run, Bree snaps desperately. Not just running. Every single lap, you will shout an apology for falsely accusing me. Let everyone hear. Isn't that too much? You are humiliating her. The crowd moans, but I do not give a single damn. Compared to her trying to ruin me, this is mercy. After class, Bree starts her grueling 20-kilometer run. It is the price of her pride. She has no choice, and I am staying right here to watch. I sit on the steps, tracking every single lap. I have zero intention of letting her off the hook. She is no athlete. Each slow lap and shouted apology drains her until she is practically a walking ghost. She is about to collapse. Ryan marches over. Jack, she gets it now. Stop this before she breaks. She is not strong like Ella. This distance could kill her. Have some heart, he pleads with me. So, if your lies had pushed me over the edge, that would have been fine? Just my problem? But you are okay, Ryan says. You are tough. I stare at him, the nice guy mask finally slipping. The sunset shadows his face, hiding his arrogance. That faint, annoying air of superiority is still there. I remember my death. Ryan called just to mock me. Was he Ella's accomplice? I am not sure. But he knew. He watched me die. Now he has the audacity to stand here acting like a saint. You have some nerve. How much longer can you keep up this pathetic, harmless, nice guy routine, Ryan? You think I am just another fanboy who is going to worship the ground you walk on? Dream on. If it bothers you, go run for her. Otherwise, shut your mouth. Ella rushes in to save her hero. Jack, stop. Ryan is just trying to help. If she gets hurt, that blood is on your hands. Oh, saving your Prince Charming? Ryan sees Ella's distress and swallows his pride to play the martyr. He turns to me. You hate me, so you hurt my friends? Is this about Ella? Just take her. Ryan, Ella shouts. Don't say that. I have zero feelings for him. She desperately clings to Ryan's arm. They look like a perfect couple while I am the bitter ex. It is almost funny. I just laugh. Keep her, Ryan. I do not deal in recycling. Everyone knows Bree started this. I am done playing nice. I played the nice guy role, stayed humble, and never crossed a soul. My reward? Being everyone's doormat. Round 2 is for me. Opinions? Trash. Ella sees the fire in my eyes and finally backs off. She grabs Ryan that lost cause and storms off. If Bri breaks, you'll pay. She spits before vanishing. 10 kilometers in, Bree's engine dies. She hits the pavement hard. Chaos ensues as they rush her to the ER. I trail behind. Ella glares, asking if I'm satisfied. Hell yeah, I am. Why wouldn't I be? One call to the hospital director and the A-team is on it. Only the best for my little victim. I swipe my card for every dime. Their plan to frame me as a monster just went up in smoke. Silence is gold. Ryan hovers like a worried puppy until Bri finally groggily blinks her eyes open. Ryan? She whimpers. He consoles her, but she plays the victim card, whining that everything hurts. I'm just chillin', sipping yogurt. Newsflash. The specialist says you're fine. Quit the drama, Bri. Your cardio is trash. Doc says more exercise. See you tomorrow to finish those last 10 kilometers. Her jaw drops. A literal collapse and I'm still tracking miles? She wonders if I'm the devil himself. Killing you? Nah. If you faint again, I've got an entire elite medical team ready to revive you instantly. Bri turns beet red with rage. I just smirk, keeping my cool. Something bothering you, princess? Quitting already? Just drop out then. Stop acting so tough. Shunga Group. That's where your parents work, right? Her face pales. Did you stalk me? Maybe. Now run tomorrow. She fumes. I will. Great. By the way, your bill is paid. Fair warning. Until those miles are finished, even death won't save you. I'll just have them resuscitate you. I exit, stone-faced. Ella watches me go, her brow furrowed by the chilling vibe I'm radiating. 1 IV later, she's cleared. They drag her home, but me? I'm busy cooking up my next move. At home, I snap the receipts and reports. Post. The class group chat is about to explode. I've seen this movie before. No one gets dirt on me. Mission accomplished, time for some sleep. Next morning, Bri runs like a good girl. Her sassy attitude? Vanished. She doesn't dare cross my path. She's salty, sure, but she keeps it quiet. No more finger pointing in my face. The school vibe shifted. Caution is the new trend. Nobody wants to be the next Bri. Plus, I'm filthy rich. Mess with me, and I'll pay for your funeral. The SIMP label? Officially retired. Grades are old news. Now the cowards whisper about me being some older woman's boy toy. An anonymous snake leaked photos to the forum. By lunch, the comments were already a toxic wasteland. They're too scared for a face-off. They only bark from behind the safety of their keyboards. Monday afternoon, gate. 2 absolute smoke shows from Yongchuan High are waiting. Talk about a scene stealer. Sophia's uniform. I'd know it anywhere. The guys nearby are practically drooling over them. Lily, the tennis star. Old me only saw Ella. Everyone else was just background noise back then. I knew the name, not the face. Girl's got a killer body, I'll give her that. But compared to Sophia, not even close. My past self must have been totally blind. Rejecting Sophia was a crime. She's a literal goddess in a school uniform. She gaps the competition effortlessly. Meanwhile, my ride is already idling by the curb. Lily blocks my path with a smirk. You're Jack, right? She scans me like a specimen. Who are you? Never met you. I deadpan. Lily's lips curve into a playful grin. The famous sugar baby from the forums? You're the talk of the town, Jack. Rumors traveled fast. Word is you're dangerous and potentially sponsored by a rich lady. My clash with Bri is already legend. Having it thrown in my face? Now that's bold. I'm not even mad. This is actually fun. Lily, was it? She freezes, completely blindsided. You know me? She snaps back. Is it true you were Ella's little errand boy? Don't fall for me. I don't date kept men, she says, clutching her chest theatrically. She acts like my gaze is a crime. I just laugh. Seriously? Is your family too broke for a mirror? Look, if you're that broke, I'll buy you a mirror myself. Take a long look, Lily. You really think I'm interested? I shoulder my bag and bail, leaving her ego in shreds. Who talks like that? I don't even look back. I hop in the car while a smirk creeps onto Lily's face. Jack, huh? You've got nerve calling me ugly. I won't forget this. I get home and there's Sophia, finally back after ghosting me for days. The legend returns. Snowball loses his mind with joy. Finally finished with your secret business? I ask, trying to act cool. She stands up and man, she's gorgeous. Honestly, I thought you finally got sick of tutoring a loser like me. I figured you'd quit. I tried other tutors, but let's be real, nobody breaks it down quite like you do. Hardly, Sophia replies. Life just got messy. You don't owe me any explanations, Jack. I'm just happy you're back. If you've got business to handle, then handle it. I'm here. In my past life, despite the hell I caused, she still protected me. She even handled my funeral. I owe her. Compared to my past sins, a few busy days are nothing. She nods, and I say, time to hit the books. I'm dead serious. We head to the study, and I've got a mountain of questions ready for her to tackle. Sophia sits close, watching me. She's seen the online trash talk. Deep down, I know she was worried. She expected me to be a wreck, but I'm standing tall. She keeps her worries quiet, seeing I've got this. Her phone buzzes. A quick glance reveals a text from Lily. The drama never ends. You're coming to the tennis match Thursday, right? Lily's needy. always terrified Sophia will bail on her. Sophia's a wild card, and Lily knows it. Finally, she types back a cold, single-word reply. Yeah. Session over. Sophia drops a bombshell. I'll be at your school this week. I look up, stunned. The tennis match is at Yinghwa's courts. I grin and say, I'll be there to cheer you on, Sophia. She nods softly, remembering the old me. Back then, I was just a pathetic puppy dog chasing after Ella. I had eyes for no one else. But now, hearing me promise to cheer for her, everything has shifted. A ghost of a smile brushes her lips. Thursday afternoon. Game on. The school is electric. Yongchuan's girls are legends on the court, and the rumors are flying fast. Lily's here. She's cute, but she's no campus queen. Ella is the total package, no contest. Beauty, brains, and a killer serve. Ella's grades are elite, and her tennis game is pure fire. Fans everywhere. But Ryan's been in a foul mood lately. Something is clearly eating at him. My comment about Ella's dad being a gambling junkie is haunting him. He knows that downward spiral too well. I'm buried in my books, tuning out the noise. Usually, I'd be the first one leading the Ella fan club. Looking back, I was a joke. Now, while they gossip about me and Sophia, they're all cheering for Ella. They ignore me, but then a name drops. Sophia's at Yongchuan now. Think she'll actually show up? Sophia is the elite. She's the only one who crushes Ella in exams, leaving a permanent mark on everyone. Unlikely. She's a ghost at events. Seeing her live is a miracle. Hearing her name sends a chill. Ella's face darkens. She shifts, her eyes drifting toward me while I stay focused on my study guide. It bugs her. Is he seriously not coming to cheer for me? She turns, eyes narrowing. Does that book actually make sense to you? I look up, shocked she's even bothering to speak. Obviously. I'm not a natural genius like you, Ella. I have to grind. Why? Does my progress bother you? Why would I care? She scoffs. Well, I shrug. I'm already rich and pretty damn good looking. If I beat your grades and Ryan's too, what do you guys have left? Ella lets out a laugh. Jack, you barely cracked the top 200. The climb gets steeper from here, trust me. You'll probably crash next time. You honestly think I'm worried about you passing me? His rank was a fluke to her. Surpassing her? That would take a miracle she doesn't believe in. Sophia's a genius, that's fine. Ella could never understand how that girl's brain even functions. But Jack? He can't outrun years of failure. Who knows? I say, leaning back with a smirk. The future is wide open. I'm done here, Ella snaps, standing up. I've got a match to win. She storms out. Ryan's been listening, his knuckles turning white. He thinks I'm a pathetic kept man chasing Ella. Look at this snake acting noble. Ryan puts on his fake mask and struts over. Jack, we're cheering for Ella. Wanna join? Psh. Ever since I ghosted Ella, her gifts to Ryan stopped. Now he's getting desperate. He needs me in his orbit as a walking ATM. If I keep chasing Ella, he keeps eating. Without my cash, they're struggling. Ella is grinding through part-time shifts just to survive these days. No more chauffeuring him around. Compared to when I funded her life, the downfall is staggering. Plus, Ella hates rumors. She'd never touch a guy rumored to be some older woman's sugar baby. Ryan feels safe. He thinks I'm still hooked. But the moment he pitches, I shut it down. Not interested. Ryan freezes. Why? Ella misses you. We're friends, man. No need for this tension. I just stare. I remember my past life handing over my entire business just to win her heart. Back then, Ryan played the supportive friend daily. So generous. Never worried I'd actually steal her. I thought he was a real one. What a joke. He wasn't decent, he was just cold and calculating. He knew Ella's heart was ice. She'd never love me, but she'd definitely take my money. As long as I stayed close, they both lived like royalty on my dime. I was their prey. Hearing him advocate for her now? Pure trash. I actually have standards for who I call a friend. Ryan goes mute. His bootlickers jump in. Forget him, Ryan. If he wants to be moody, let him. They head off to play cheerleader. I finish my business and head to the gym for the show. Ella's already in her athletic gear. She's all sweet innocence for Ryan, but her figure, absolute fire. She's always been a fitness junkie. Seeing her like this, Ryan is practically blushing like a virgin. I walk in and Ella's eyes lock onto me. Thought you weren't coming? Ryan follows her gaze. Jack. I ignore their lovey-dovey vibes and head straight for the stands. Silence is a power move. I find a front row seat, keeping a very deliberate distance from the toxic squad and their drama. I barely sit down before Lily, that thirsty girl from the other day, comes stalking over to me. Jack, about the other day. Don't you think you owe me an apology? I just let out a laugh. You're the one who started it, remember? If she hadn't called me a kept man, I wouldn't have bit. Lily looks genuinely puzzled. How did I provoke you? Is calling someone a sugar baby rude? If not you, then who should I say it to? She shrugs. I mean, everyone is saying it. If everyone said you liked girls, would that be true? Lily snaps to attention. Wait, Who said that? She actually fell for it. I can't help laughing. Lily eyes me, refusing to drop the act. You asked my name. Were you planning to keep me? Seriously? Look in a mirror, sweetie. Who's prettier, me or Ella? Ella's the campus queen, but Lily's ego is on another level. I grin. What, are you into her? Lily cuts me off, desperate to shoot her shot. Do I have a chance? You liked her, why not try me instead? She's trying way too hard. She flips her hair and winks. A guy nearby gasps. She's gorgeous, pure cringe. I just turn away. Suddenly, a shriek erupts. The main event has arrived. I look at the entrance, it's Sophia. The room goes dead silent. Every single eye drops Lily and locks onto Sophia like a magnet. Nobody expected the Ice Queen here. Lily dumps our conversation and sprints over. Sophia! I can't help but smile and wave. Sophia's expression stays calm, like a quiet, beautiful storm. Lily follows Sophia's gaze and sees me waving with genuine enthusiasm. She just smirks to herself. So he likes Sophia? Too bad. Sophia hates men. She won't even give him a second glance. They head off to warm up, but the gym is paralyzed. All eyes stay fixed on Sophia. Ella catches my expression. Total simp, she scoffs. She thinks I'm just another desperate fanboy. Ryan is watching me too. Is Jack falling for her? Honestly, Ryan felt that magnetic pull too, but he knows his place. Sophia is a literal goddess way out of his league and everyone else's. She's perfect, wealthy, and rumored to have zero interest in guys. She's the ultimate untouchable legend. Unlike his obsession with Ella, he won't waste breath pining for someone that elite. He's done. Think I'm just a toy for some rich older woman? Call me what you want, but I'm aiming for the moon. Sophia is a tier 0 goddess grades, cash, status. Chasing Ella made sense to Ryan, but this? Sophia is out of my league, apparently. Ella stays silent while I prep for the show. Ella assumed I was her puppy. Too bad. I'm here for the queen, and Ella is fuming. She used to pray I'd vanish. Now that I have, she's choking on the silence. The obsessed loser she couldn't shake finally let go. Now, the rejection is stinging her soul. She grew up in my house, watching everything. She knew my father's marriage endgame for me. A contract with Sophia. Back then, Ella didn't care about Sophia's perfection, because Sophia's intended husband was Ella's personal lapdog. She owned me back then. That was her ultimate flex, being the one I worshipped over the perfect heiress. But the leash is broken. My eyes are on Sophia now, and Ella's mask is slipping. I'm in the stands, passing out water like a king, winning over the haters, one bottle at a time. Whispers used to follow me. Now, the guys are realizing I'm not the villain in their story. The tension thaws. They take the drinks. My reputation is getting a much-needed upgrade. Bree is whispering poison. Is he buying their votes? Ryan just sighs. He's showboating. Bree is shook. Chasing Sophia? He's lost his damn mind. Who'd want a guy with his baggage? She's mocking me openly. A guy like me flaunting himself? It's a joke to her. Look, even Lily is talking to him. Is he just hitting on every pretty face now? Ryan pity sighs. He's got money, but zero guidance. No parents to keep him on the rails. Bree isn't having it. Pitiful? You're too soft, Ryan. He's just a disaster. She only chirps when my back is turned. Typical. Meanwhile, the tennis match explodes into action. It's a war zone. Lily and Ella are out for blood, catching yellow cards instantly. The crowd is buzzing. Matches never get this toxic this fast. What's gotten into them? Ella's hunting Sophia. She's desperate to reclaim her throne in my heart. She doesn't want my love, but she demands my obsession. She needs to be the one. But Lily is a chaotic variable, slamming shots at Ella. Sophia? She's just vibing. Sophia is a literal cheat code. The school team is good, but she's on a different plane. She's coasting on pure talent. I'm just watching her aura. It's magnetic, unlike the rest. Ella is drowning, looking for an opening that isn't there. Sophia looks like she's at a spa. Halftime hits. The players are right in front of me, Sophia eyes. Lily's aggression. You're intense today, Sophia notes. Lily's vendetta against Ella is hard to miss. Some guy called me ugly, Lily lies. Time to show them what a monster I am. Sophia stays quiet, filing that away. Lily drains her water and spots me. She smirks. How's that for a show? Your precious Ella just got deleted. She shouts it for everyone. Sophia's gaze shifts. Suddenly, Lily feels a phantom chill down her spine. The mood shifted. Sophia seems indifferent to me. Lily's making moves, but the Ice Queen stays frozen. She's always been the silent type, avoiding the spotlight. But that mystery? It's addictive. I scream her name. Sophia, you're a goddess out there. Lily just snorts at my desperation. Lily leans in. My guy is just trying to trigger me. We had a little spat. She's playing it off as a lover's quarrel. Sophia just gives her a side eye. Is that so? Sophia says. She won't look at me, but her ears are glowing scarlet. Second half. Sophia goes full demon mode. The back and forth between Ella and Lily? Over. Ella can't even touch the ball. Sophia is a hurricane, and Ella is just debris. It's a total massacre. Manhwa is crushed, and Ella is the one left in the dirt. The legendary rivalry between the two stars? Yeah, that just ended in a funeral. The era of Ella is officially dead. This match proved it. She's not even in Sophia's league. I'm losing my mind with every point. Sophia scores. How did I ever ignore this absolute goddess? I was a total fool back then. Ryan and Bree's cheering squad? They're dead silent now. Nothing left but the sound of defeat. My section is a sea of Sophia fans going wild. But nobody is more hyped than me. My eyes are glued to her. I'm literally fanboying inside. Bree sneers. Does he even know his own school? Sophia wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole. She calls it disgusting. But those words barely leave her mouth before Sophia makes her move. She walks straight off the court toward the stands. Right toward me. The guys are losing it. I look at her, breathless. You were legendary. Her response? A single cool word. Water. That voice. Like a silk breeze. How can one person be this perfect and sound like that? Some random guy offers his bottle. Rejected. Her eyes stay on me as I hold mine out. You were truly incredible, I whisper. My heart is racing, but I'm keeping it low-key. A smirk tugs at her lips. She takes my bottle and drinks, eyes locked onto mine. Lily is watching from the sidelines, jaw dropped. Her plan to steal the spotlight just turned to ash. She worked all day to impress him. Then Sophia just strolls in and claims the throne. The Ice Queen showing interest in a guy? She never takes water from anyone, ever. She keeps everyone at a cold distance. But right now, those walls have crumbled just for me. Lily's brain is short-circuiting. Sophia finishes and says, I'm changing. Let's go home together after school. I just nod. Sure. Lily is paralyzed. Sophia, you actually know this guy? Sophia's answer, I'm pursuing him. Forget the rumors the goddess just claimed her ultimate prize. The word pursuing hits like a freight train. Since when does Sophia have to chase anyone? One look from her and guys would bow. She catches Lily staring. Got a problem with that? Lily doesn't dare speak. She never dreamed Jack was the one the goddess had her eye on. She'd been flirting with me all day. Turns out, she was flirting with Sophia's personal property. Lily wants to disappear into the floor. I swear, I didn't know he was yours. I'd never have touched your guy, she stammers. Sophia remains a statue of icy, beautiful, calm. It's fine, Sophia says. He wasn't interested in you anyway. Talk about a brutal reality check. Lily's ego is shattered. So, where exactly do things stand between you two? He hasn't fallen for me yet, Sophia admits. She's my tutor, but she knows the truth. I used to chase Ella. Am I just using Sophia? Maybe. But she's totally playing along. Just being by my side makes her happy. Lily looks at me, finally seeing the real picture. I'm just standing there, cool and collected. Lily thought I was the simp. How wrong she was. The world is upside down. The goddess is the hunter, and the commoner is the prey. We're the only ones calm while the gym explodes. The group chat is already on fire. Yesterday, I was Ella's errand boy, a servant she wouldn't even bother to look at. Now, the girl who makes Ella look like an extra is tied to me. Redemption feels amazing. Ella emerges from the locker room, radiating salt. She didn't just lose, she got absolutely obliterated. Her lackeys, Ryan and Bree, are speechless. Their confidence is officially in the gutter. They swore someone like Sophia would never look my way. Then they watched her choose me. Is she blind? Bree mutters. Why him? Doesn't she know he's just? Jack? Ryan's face is pure stone. He always thought Ella was the ultimate prize to win. But seeing Sophia connect with me, it breaks him. The rich kid just got the ultimate upgrade. He's wondering where he went wrong. If I'd cheered for her, would she be mine instead? I head for the exit, leaving the chaos behind. The guys from the stands are gawking. Jack? You and Sophia? I just give a lazy nod. They saw the spark. No denying it. Sophia's gaze is pure heat. The guys are losing it. Chill, we're just engaged, I smirk. I'm being nice to Sophia, sure. My past life taught me better than being cruel. But honestly, I've no clue what she feels beyond this business arrangement of ours. After Ella's betrayal, I'm not signing up to be anyone's loyal little lapdog ever again. Seeing their shocked faces, I shrug. Family ties, guys, that's all. They're still staring, though. Wait, you're actually rich? They thought I was some toy boy being kept by an older woman. A few look guilty. The school forums were ablaze with rumors about my mysterious luxury rides. I just laugh. Believe what you want. It doesn't sting when the truth is this hilarious. Me, needing a sponsor? Hilarious. I wave to the guys and head back to the classroom drama. I walk in and eyes lock onto me. Typical. I just take my seat quietly. The girl in front snaps around. her voice dripping with pure, unadulterated saltiness. We lost the match and you're happy? She's clearly just another one of Ella's minions. I grin. Correction, you lost. I'm winning because Sophia actually noticed me today. Feeling special, huh? She spits. I chuckle. Jealous she didn't give you a second look? That shuts her up. She's fuming. Then, Ella struts in with Ryan and Bree. Ella slams into her seat. I feel it, her rage is about to explode. Losing to Sophia always breaks her. Old me would have been her emotional punching bag. Now, it's pure comedy. Ella glares at my smile, her eyes turning into shards of ice. Why the look? I ask. You played like trash. Don't blame me for your failure. Ella is stunned. Instead of comfort, I'm serving her a cold plate of mockery. It's killing her. Usually, I'd be showering her with gifts to fix her temper. I used to worship her, whispering that she was a million times better than Sophia. Now, I'm the villain. The bell rings. I grab my bag and bolt. Ella isn't letting me go. She grabs her gear and chases me down. Ryan's left in the dust. I'm at the stairs when Ella's hand clamps onto me. What now, Ella? I turn. Her eyes are bloodshot and swimming with desperate tears. She's trembling. Are you really choosing Sophia? The question actually manages to surprise me. She never gave a damn before. What changed? The look in her eyes is haunting, like I'm the traitor. I try to pry her hand off, but she's gripping like a vice. I laugh. Weren't you the one who said my love was literally suffocating you? A nightmare. Those were her words before I died. I didn't know until the very end. All my devotion just disgusted her. Giving your all doesn't make it a gift. Ella pales, insisting she never said that. She looks like she's seen a ghost. Of course, this version of Ella hasn't said it yet, but the heart knows. I let out a sharp laugh. But you've always despised me, haven't you? If not, why Ryan? Why give him things that were supposed to be mine? I was your king. You treated me like a slave. I force out fake tears. Love is dead. Now, only pure, icy hatred remains in my heart. I've lived this tragedy once. There's zero chance I'd ever fall for her again. The old Jack wasted his life begging for a single scrap of her affection. He died in misery. Thinking back, a wave of bitter sadness washes over me. This grief is a reflex. Without this second chance, I'd be rotting away. That abandoned, broken boy. He was so pathetic. My eyes actually start to burn. Ella sees my tears. She only came here because she was jealous of Sophia. Now she's drowning in guilt. Suddenly, Ryan and Bree burst onto the scene. Ryan looms at the staircase peak, eyes wide. He's caught us red-handed. From his angle, it looks scandalous. Ella's still gripping my hand tightly. Panic strikes the second Ryan appears. She drops my hand like hot coal. I flash a bitter, fake smile. Seeing me with Sophia definitely rattled her. Her cash cow is gone, but Ryan is the prize she needs. Time for drama. Don't come looking for me, I mutter. Head low. I'd hate for Ryan to get ideas. I turn and vanish downstairs. At the bottom, my fake tears vanish. My eyes go cold and sharp. Why weep for a snake? That performance was just pure entertainment. She destroyed my past life. This time, I'm the one playing her. I'll dangle a thread of hope just to watch her unravel exquisitely. Ryan stalks downstairs, cornering Ella. What the hell happened between you two? Was he crying? Ryan demands. I'm leaving, Ella snaps, her nerves fried. She has no excuses left. My act just sowed seeds of total chaos. She thinks I'm still hers. Let her believe she drove me away. I step outside and find Sophia waiting. She looks like a total dream. She's in our school uniform now, with Lily buzzing restlessly beside her. They're a total scene. Lily spots me. Look, your man is finally here. Sophia turns, locking eyes with me. Every student is paralyzed by her beauty. On court, she was a beast. Here, she's pure, effortless elegance. She makes a basic uniform look high fashion. She reaches for my bag. She genuinely cares. She doesn't give a damn about the whispering crowd. Let's go eat, she says softly. I nod, Ella already forgotten. That girl has no power here. Lily beams, hey there, superstar. I give her a freezing glare. Lily cringes. Okay, I was totally wrong. I'm sorry, don't be mad. I really didn't mean to offend you. I ignore her babbling and turn to Sophia. Are you two friends? No, Sophia says flatly. Hey, harsh. Lily squeals like a kicked puppy. I'm apologizing, I called you a sugar baby. I was an absolute idiot. The internet was spreading lies, Lily whimpers. I was completely wrong. I'll hunt the liars and fix this. I swear on my life. Sophia's luxury car arrives. She ignores Lily. Get in, she commands. Lily waves from the curb. I'm going. Have a great time, you two. Hope you have a mansion and 10 beautiful kids one day. Sophia sighs, rolling the window up. Ignore her. She's a lot. She reaches over to buckle my seatbelt. We just play tennis sometimes. Mentioning tennis brings back her lethal grace. I can't stop smiling. Sophia, you were incredible. You crushed Ella's pride today. She takes the praise coolly. She wasn't even a real challenge. Her blunt honesty is intoxicating. I love this spicy side of her. You're something else, I laugh. Honestly, you might be too perfect. Beautiful, genius grades, and a pro? Where's the flaw? Every guy was drooling over you. I didn't notice them, she says. I'm just saying. But coming here, aren't you worried for yourself? Rumors say I'm your toy. My reputation is a total disaster. Spotless. I don't give a damn, Sophia says. I smirk. She clearly smelled the drama already. She didn't whisper a word for days. Was she acting as my bodyguard today? We hit the diner. We barely sit when my phone screams. A text from Ella. 2 words. I am sorry. Jack stares. A real apology? She's petrified of me getting close to Sophia. It's pure jealousy. Typical human nature. She looked down on me until I stopped begging. Now she's totally panicking. What are you craving? Sophia asks. You choose, I reply. She orders a feast, spicy and bold. She remembers my taste perfectly. We've been dining like this every night. She knows the real me. Uncle Owen is still missing in action. I sigh. The thought of my father is a heavy anchor. In my past life, he died in a crash right before exams. Now, I'm buried in books. Time with him is a rare treasure. He was always chasing work, leaving me behind in the dust. But I have a secret plan. When that day comes, I'll chain him home. I'll stop fate. Sophia watches me chew, my mind miles away. She feels the walls I've built around my heart. She knows I'm hiding something big, but she's a class act. She won't force the truth out. Ella returns to a nightmare. Her gambling addict father, Steve, is lurking in her room like a ghost. His eyes are freezing. How's the Jack project? Nothing's happening. Ella snaps, her heart hardening. She walked home replaying Jack's face. Now her father's greed makes her blood boil. Nothing, she repeats. I told you to seduce him. You failed already? Steve's voice is a jagged blade of disappointment. Ella's tone goes flat. Why crawl back? He fired me. I have some dignity left, you know. Seeing Jack with Sophia stings, but seeing her father like this makes her glad Jack is gone. Before she can breathe, Steve lunges. A sharp slap echoes. You stupid brat, he roars in fury. Without him, where's the money? Hand over your cash now. He's lost everything at the tables again. It's written in his desperate eyes. Ella glares. Gambling again? Shut your mouth, Steve screams back. Don't be like your pathetic mother. Get Jack back or I'll beat you into the ground, girl. With him, money was a river. I played all night. Now you've lost our golden ticket, Ella. Steve storms out, a whirlwind of rage. Ella checks her secret stash under the bed. It's gone. He found it. Every cent. This tiny apartment offers zero privacy from a monster like him. She'd skimmed that money from Jack's gifts, saving for college. She knew her father was a deadweight. She only had herself, but he stole her future anyway. By the time she moves, he's vanished. She stares at the empty door and kicks the wall. The pain is the only thing real. Dinner ends. The sky opens up. Rain pours as the driver holds an umbrella for the boss. Jack steps out. Sophia takes the lead, walking him to the door like a protective angel. Go back. The rain is getting crazy, Jack tells her. Sophia's eyes are soft, glowing lanterns. Good night. Her voice is like velvet. Jack feels his cheeks ignite. He's totally caught off guard. He nods awkwardly. Get some rest. See you tomorrow. Sophia smiles, disappearing back into the car. Jack watches her go, a genuine smile tugging at his lips. Being with her feels like winning. The car fades away. Jack turns to head inside when a ghost calls his name. Jack! He spins. Ella is standing in the shadows, shivering and soaked to the bone. No umbrella. How long has she been waiting in the storm? The sight of her ruins his mood instantly. What are you doing here? First the text, now this pathetic display. My acting really worked. I hit her where it hurts. Ella looks at me, seeing my warm smile turn into ice. Are you really that happy with Sophia? She whispers. Yeah, I am, I reply, stone-faced. She treats me with respect, unlike some people. Ella's icy mask has finally shattered into dust. Seeing her look this vulnerable is rare. But I'm not the same fool who chased her. The rain keeps falling, but I don't feel a thing for her anymore. The drama's just starting. I turn my back on the past. Sophia is my future, and Ella is just a shadow. He reads her like an open book. Every tear, every glance, pure fiction. Yet, witnessing this new, desperate side of her, it's twistedly satisfying. What's the endgame, Ella? Jack demands. A haunting smirk dances on her lips. Done with me already? Or is your bank account just hitting zero again? The only time you get those puppy dog eyes is when you want my cash. You're paranoid. Ella counters, locking eyes. Maybe I just missed you. She turns to walk away, but fate has other plans. She hits the floor. Auntie Chen rushes in, gasping at the girl crumpled on the cold tiles. Miss Ella, she cries. She just dropped, Jack replies, shielding them from the rain. She's burning up. This fever is lethal. Young master, what do we do? Dump her inside, Jack orders coldly. And call a doctor, fast. The guest suite? Chen asks. Jack sneers. Put her in the old storage room. Giving her a luxury room would be a joke. She doesn't deserve his kindness. The servants' wing is plenty for a girl who threw his heart away. Ella is dragged to the staff quarters while the doctor is summoned. Just a standard fever. No drama. Jack lets her rest in peace. Jack stares at the storm outside. The rain is as relentless as his resentment. Insomnia strikes, but a text from Sophia pierces the dark silence. I'm home safe, she texts. Good, Jack replies. Sleep well, beautiful. He drifts off at last. Morning arrives, and Jack heads down for breakfast. Over coffee, he casually asks, So, is our uninvited guest still breathing? She vanished at dawn, Chen reports. Jack's eyebrows shoot up. Gone already? I told her to stay, Chen sighs, but she didn't listen to anyone. That girl's mind is a labyrinth, Chen mutters. Impossible to read. Tell me about it. Jack scoffs. Chen looks at him with maternal concern. Sophia is a saint compared to her, young master. Stick with her. Stay away from Ella. I don't want you slipping back into old habits. Jack chuckles. Don't worry. The lovesick puppy died a long time ago. I only helped because she fainted. Didn't want a corpse on my porch. Chen beams. Finally, her young master has grown a backbone of steel. The naive boy is gone. A cold, calculated man has taken his place. At school, Ella's already in her seat, looking like nothing even happened. She ignores Jack completely, burying her face in her books. Real mature. Back to the Ice Queen routine, after he literally saved her life? Wow. Not even a thank you. Jack shrugs and gives her the cold shoulder. The lapdog days are over, honey. Suddenly, Ryan interrupts his thoughts. Ryan whisks Ella away for a meeting, sensing the tension in the air. You okay? Ryan asks. Fine, she snaps. The loss wasn't what hurt. Seeing her with Jack still haunts Ryan. Ella keeps her secrets locked tight. Between her deadbeat dad stealing her cash and Jack, she's in hell. If you still love Jack, just say it, Ryan sighs. Ella scoffs loudly. I don't want him. I just want to see him suffer, she hisses. He and Sophia don't get a happy ending, not on my watch. I'm with you, Ella, always. She nods, her heart a block of ice. She won't be her father's pawn anymore. While Jack plays the real estate market like a pro, Steve suddenly crawls out of the woodwork. Just checking on Ella, the snake lies. Jack knows better, the hunt is on. I'm cool, totally fine, Steve lied. Jack scanned the old man's messy look, eyes narrowing in pure disgust. Suddenly, Ella and Ryan exited the gates. Spotting the two men together, Ella's blood began to boil instantly. Seriously? Why are you here? After snatching her cash last time, Steve had vanished like a ghost. He was back, meaning his pockets were empty. Steve just rolled his eyes at her with zero shame. Buzz off. I'm talking to my son-in-law, Steve snapped. Ella's icy glare then locked onto a speechless Jack. And you? Still hanging around? Don't tell me you're actually considering being this loser's son-in-law? Check a mirror, honey. Now beat it. She unloaded on Jack, her words sharp enough to draw blood. Jack knew she was cold, but this sudden explosion of venom caught him completely off guard. He stood frozen. This girl, every single time she spoke, his brain needed 5 seconds to reboot. Get over yourself. Who'd want you anyway? Jack retorted, turning on his heel to make a grand exit. Hang tight, son-in-law, Steve shouted. I'll have Ella crawl back to you in a few days, I swear. I'll fix her attitude later. Steve tried chasing Jack, but Ella moved like a flash, blocking his path. She stood firm, an iron wall. Steve's face twisted in rage. What the hell is wrong with you? You won't secure the bag, and now you're sabotaging me? We finally had that rich kid cornered. You chased our golden goose away. You're useless. Meanwhile, Jack was already safe inside his luxury ride. Watching through tinted glass, he saw Ella's strained face. Stop showing your face at my school, she hissed. I'll go where I please, Steve growled. Now, cough up the cash. Don't you know how to work? It's gone, Ella whispered. You blew my entire college fund last time. I have $0 left. So go make more, Steve exploded. He missed the days when Ella had Jack wrapped around her finger. Back then, the money flowed freely. Steve didn't care that she was wasting every day hanging with Ryan. Even Jack hadn't seemed to mind her cheating. But the game had changed. The ATM was closed. Jack had finally cut her off for that loser, Ryan. Steve's easy lifestyle was crashing down hard. I'll handle my life, Ella snapped. Go home. I have a part-time shift starting in 10 minutes. A shift? You're kidding me, Steve flailed his arms. Is that the best your tiny brain can do? That pathetic job pays peanuts. Your only real mission is winning Jack back. Use that pretty face. You just scared him off. I don't care if you hate him, he's our ticket to the high life. I have rights. Steve raised a fist, then remembered the crowd. He wasn't about to catch a charge. We'll settle this at home. Pay up now, or I'm hunting Jack down myself. Your choice, brat. Go get that cash! You're just like your mother. Cold, heartless, and completely useless to me. Ella's expression turned to stone. Honestly, I wouldn't care if you dropped dead right here. She hopped onto a passing bus, leaving Ryan behind. Steve stood there, literally shaking with pure rage. Clinging to a few crumpled bills, he realized his little puppet was finally cutting her strings. Ryan had followed her out, but seeing the family drama explode, he stayed safely in the shadows. He was too scared to intervene. Only after the dust settled did he finally dare to show himself. He thought Steve was just some low-rent driver. Learning that Creep was Ella's father was a total shock. Seeing him demand cash from a girl with nothing, the reality of Ella's nightmare was finally sinking in. Interfering would have just been awkward. So, he chose the coward's way and waited for the end. Jack sat in silence for an eternity before finally giving his driver the signal to move out. Recalling Ella's fiery insults, he nearly chuckled. Why was she so defensive? He didn't even want her. She's terrified of a marriage that's never happening. Does she really think her dad's words mean anything? Welcome home, young master, Auntie Chen beamed. Jack just gave a tired grunt in response. Who ruined your mood? She asked instantly. Nobody, Jack sighed. Just ran into a human trash bag. Send Sophia up when she arrives. Lately, his tutor had been acting strange and coming in late. Jack wondered what her secret was. He'd barely reached the study when Sophia finally walked through the door. He's moody today, Sophia noted. Must be Ella, Auntie Chen whispered. She's the only one who triggers him. Sophia entered the study to find Jack. Laughing, he was watching a comedy sketch, looking genuinely happy. She sat down, and Jack noticed her. You're late. Sophia nodded. Things have been busy, but I'll always prioritize our tutoring. Your grades are soaring anyway. Jack studied her. You're heading to the capital for college, right? Sophia froze. Her family had been pushing for that, but she'd never told him. How did you know? Jack's smile turned mysterious. Let's just say, I've seen this movie before. Post-exam life began. I kept secrets then. Leaving her never even crossed my mind. I followed Ella like a shadow. She chose local. I stayed. Total waste of potential. Her scores were elite, yet she stayed in Youngville. Why? Ryan? I was blind. I was an open book. She was a vault. Then Dad died. Everything shattered. I'll go, Sophia says. Post-exams. My goal? The capital. High stakes, higher rewards. Can I make it? Sophia nods. If you want it, the capital is yours. Goal locked. Jack closes his laptop. Time to hunt. Time to become a legend. Sophia's stunned. The capital? Jack smirks. I'm aiming for the sun. No more excuses. Second life, zero regrets. If you don't dream it, fortune won't hand it over. That killer confidence returns. Sophia smiles. Feeling better or just more dangerous? Ella's a nightmare, Jack vents, recounting the gate drama. The girl is pure comedy. Marrying her? Please. She acted like I was dragging her to the altar. Insane. Let her have Ryan. I'm done. I was blind, making her feel like royalty. Sophia's voice is silk. Our Jack is the best. Way too good for her. Their eyes lock. Her sincerity hits hard. Jack's face burns before he can stop. Good grief. He thought his heart died years ago. Sophia. She is different. Something shy and wild stirs inside. She is breaking through his ironclad walls. Do you flirt with everyone? No, Sophia says. I don't say those things casually. Am I special? Sophia stiffens, putting on her serious mask. Total mood killer. I promised Uncle Owen to protect you. Mentioning Dad? Way to deflate the moment. She is too obedient. If your family ordered you to marry a stranger, would you? Sophia turns, her gaze unreadable. The question strikes a chord deep in her soul. Forget it, just joking. Jack waves it off. Don't act like I am a bully. Does she even like me? Sophia, is there someone else in your heart? She blinks, completely thrown. Why on earth would you ask me that? Curious. My dad's arrangement is not your cage. If you love someone, do not stay. Silence. Sophia stares for a long, heavy moment. Then her eyes flicker with pain. We're together every day. Are you tired of me? The hurt in her voice cuts. Wait, no. Jack panics. I am heading home, but that is not what I meant. Sophia, come on. But she is gone, vanishing like a ghost before he can explain. Auntie Chen watches her storm out. I am leaving, Sophia clips, her face frozen. Jack hits the stairs too late. She is gone. Auntie Chen just looks at him. Upset again? Jack groans. I was just talking. How is she so sensitive? He moves to chase her, but property agents arrive. Business calls. Duty first. Jack reins it in. Empire building is the priority. Love can wait. Maybe. Meanwhile, Ella returns to a disaster. Her trashy dad, Steve, is still there. He has ransacked the place, found no cash, and is now drowning in bitter smoke. Worked all night for pennies, Steve sneers. You are pathetic compared to Jack's wealth. 1,000 a month? Trash. You are not worth a clipping of his fingernails. I earn my own way. Ella snaps. Steve laughs. Effort? Money is everything. You could not earn in a lifetime what Jack used to drop on you. Foolish. World runs on connections and cash. Look at us now. We had it all. I will not do it, Ella cries. Are you not afraid of prison? Do not ruin me. You talk about money, Dad. Why have you not built anything? Why are we poor? Steve sputters, caught in his own lie. Bad luck, he barks. Only bad luck. Your mother was a total drag. That sickly woman's constant medical bills absolutely ruined my life. That's why you need to secure Jack. Ryan is a broke nobody. You'll be scraping pennies forever. The Jack family is filthy rich. That boy was obsessed. Play it sweet and he's your personal ATM. I don't like him, Ella snaps. Love? Liking someone? Since when did feelings pay the electricity bills? I'm not asking for romance. I'm asking for his cash. Just do it. I won't, she retorts. Thinking of Jack, she knows they're from different planets. She refuses to sell her soul for him. Life was easier with him around, she admits. But her father's greedy gloating? Absolutely nauseating. Gross. He ditched Mom, mistreated me, and now wants to ride my coattails, all while gambling our lives away. He deserves 0, Steve scoffs. Without my top-tier genetics, you'd be a total nobody. Fact. Great grades? Big deal. I was a genius back then, too. Owen? Please. He's basically mid-tier at best. His scores were trash compared to mine. He's only successful because his family is swimming in gold. Ella's face turns to ice. She slams her door, leaving Steve to rant at the wood like a lunatic. Earplugs in, world out. Next morning at school, Jack spots her walking in, looking totally different. A nasty bruise mars her face. Jack freezes. Who hit her? Was it the old man's temper again? Did Steve actually snap? Silence ripples through the room. Even Ryan can't ignore the purple mark. The sight hits Ryan like a truck. Ella sits, silent and stony. Jack watches this stubborn, infuriating girl. She's a literal disaster magnet. He can't resist. Daddy dearest, finally lose it on you? He smirks. Ella's gaze is lethal. Wanna help? Great, fork over a few million. The old man's in deep. Pay his debts and I'll date you. Deal? Her eyes are dripping with pure, unadulterated mockery. She's laughing at my stupidity. It's the kind of look that makes your blood absolutely boil. I asked a question, and you jump to millions in dating? Talk about a massive leap in logic. Stay out of my life, then. She turns away. Secretly, her father didn't even do this. Loan sharks crashed her morning. Ella was the punching bag for Steve's debts. Pay up, or else. Under Jack's wing, this never happened. Back then, Dad had a real job and a steady paycheck. Jack's cash flow was a shield. Even when Steve stole, she still had plenty to burn. Easy street. She blew money just to keep it from him. Now, life is a flaming dumpster fire. But crawling back to Jack? Never. If she played his game and drained his wallet like a leech, she'd become her father. Jack watches her, his eyes surprisingly warm, or is that just a trap? Actually, I care about you. The word hits like a physical blow. Ella stares, totally stunned. I care about your misery. Knowing you're failing actually makes me sleep better at night. Savage. Sincere face. Venomous words. A perfect combo. Next time your dad attacks, Jack leans in close. Call me. I'd love to watch and cheer him on. Ella slams her book, eyes blazing murder. She finally snaps. You think Sophia is your happily ever after? Please. She's leagues above you, honey. A girl like that doesn't just like you. She's got an agenda. Open your eyes, Jack. Mind your business, Jack growls. He cuts his eyes toward Ryan, who's unusually quiet today. Ryan is buried in notes. Normally, he'd be all over Ella's drama. Now, he's a total ghost. Pure academic focus. No glances. No pity. Ella whispers, right. Jack adds, and yesterday, when your dad went wild, Ryan stayed ghost. Looks like you're getting dumped twice, Ella. Brutal. Ryan's smart. He doesn't touch fire. He's not about to get burned by your family's baggage. Ella is a prize, but her gambling dad is a deal breaker. Ryan plays it safe, always. In another life, Jack's wealth hid the rot. Their perfect love was bought and paid for. Now the shield is gone. Without Jack's millions, the ugly truth is finally leaking out. In that past life, Ella was untouchable. Jack handled the trash so she could stay clean. Jack's words sting because they're true. Ryan doesn't come. He doesn't look. He stays away. Reality hits hard in the silence. Protection is gone. and the cold world is finally biting back. School's out, but the real drama is just beginning. Bry spots Ella's battered face. Whoa, who wrecked your look? A brawl? From our resident angel? Totally off script. Ella just shrugs it off. It's nothing. Bree's eyes dart between Jack and Ella. Need a medic? Should we call the cops? Forget it, Ella snaps. Jack watches Bree hover, wondering about Ryan's hustle. Bree is more than happy to spill the tea. Ryan's stuck grinding on some teacher's pet speech. Ah, I deadpan. A busy little bee then. Ella's sitting here wounded and you won't even look up? Bry bristles. Mind your own business. They've got a vibe you wouldn't understand. Ryan's more devoted to her than anyone alive. He's her ultimate ride or die. They're even hitting the same elite college together, unlike some people. No matter how fat your wallet is, you can't bribe the SATs. As Bry babbles, Ryan is dying inside. He desperately wants to duct tape her mouth shut. He's been playing the invisible man, but Bry's big mouth is putting him center stage. I turn to Ella. So, what's the dream school? In my past life, they both settled for mediocrity. But why? Why would a genius like her settle for less? Jack figured it was all for Ryan. Ella's gaze turns icy. Why the sudden interest? Just curious, Jack says, flashing a confident grin. If I knew your target, maybe I'd apply too. Wouldn't it be fun to be classmates again? Plus, I want to see if your true love actually lasts, Bree gasps. Are you for real? Your grades are total trash compared to theirs. You really think you're in their league? You're not even top 10 in this room. You think you can just walk into their school? Ella looks at him, her voice dry as a bone. We're going for the Ivy League. Try to keep up. The top tier is her only escape. Getting to the capital means finally ditching Steve's shadow. Maybe she'll find her mother there. Youngville isn't an option. Why would I settle for less? Jack asks. That might be your limit, but it's not mine. Jack grins. Fine, top tier it is. Bree wants to laugh, but the air around Jack feels dangerous. She chooses silence over getting him riled up. She scoots back to Ryan, whispering urgently. Jack's lost his mind. He actually thinks he's a genius. He's delusional about his own potential, right? Ryan just stares at Jack, calculating. He used to hope Jack would crawl back to Ella. But with Sophia in the picture, that ship has sailed. Ryan's gaze lingers on Jack before turning to Bree. Be honest. Does he still carry a torch for her? If Jack still pined for her, it'd be a win-win. He could deal with Steve's schoolyard tantrums. Then the money would start flowing again. Bree's eyes flash. If he touches her, I'll bury him, Ryan sighs. Having a friend who's this oblivious is honestly more exhausting than the exams. Later that afternoon, the golden couple meets privately. Ryan eyes her bruise. Who did it? Was it your old man? No, Ella sighs. Loan sharks. Things got physical over the debt. Ryan had already pieced the puzzle together. He takes a deep breath, deciding to push his luck. Ella, this nightmare has to end. Have you thought about asking Jack for a lifeline? What lifeline? Ella asks, confused. The tutoring gig. Why don't you go back to that? We weren't exactly saints to him, I know, but the guy is a walking ATM. Just play nice. He'd probably love to have you back. No way, Ella snaps, voice like iron. I won't do it. He already tossed me aside. I'm not going back to beg. Broke or not, she still has her dignity. What's the harm, Ryan asks? It's just business. It pays way better than that cafe, and it solves your father's debt in one shot. Something about Ryan pushing her toward Jack feels dirty. You're really okay with me being near him? Ryan smiles, cold and practical. Why not? You don't love him. And Jack? He lives to pay your way. The whole school knows he's Sophia's now, Ella argues. If I go back, I look like a desperate ex. I won't sell my soul for a paycheck. Ryan scoffs. Sophia will find out the truth eventually. Then she's gone. You're just a friend helping out. Besides, you don't really want to watch him burn, do you? Ella says nothing. Sophia's a total queen, sure, but this forced drama, it's basically just a business deal. Sophia's heart isn't in it. Seeing her silence, Ryan prepares a calculated truth bomb. Can't handle the tension? Fine. I'll confront Jack and settle this mess myself. I'm getting your tutoring gig back. Trust me, I've got the ultimate game plan. Look, Ella, graduation is mandatory. But honestly, you're barely surviving senior year. Ella glares at Ryan, her stomach twisting. A wave of rebellious fury begins to boil. Think I'm helpless without him? She snaps. Ryan stammers, trying to dodge her gaze. Jack's playing petty games for attention. Too bad for him, I'm way out of his league. Dad's falling apart, dragging Jack into this family nightmare? I'm not that cruel. Ignoring him completely, Ella storms into the meeting room like she owns the place. Gym class is over. Jack ditches the crowd, finding a lonely spot under a tree. Ryan wanders over, acting all concerned. Why the lone wolf routine, buddy? He chirps. Jack sneers. He smells an agenda. Shocking news. I'm not exactly Mr. Popularity here. After the big blow-up with the Golden Duo, Jack became social poison to everyone. He lacks their fake sparkle. Those two? They're the high school royalty everyone worships. Jack couldn't care less. If he gave a damn about being ghosted, he'd be insane. Ryan sits down, eyeing Jack's designer gear. This guy is literally dripping in wealth. Got a minute, Jack? Ryan asks. Shoot, Jack replies while Ryan builds his courage. Hire Ella again as your tutor? Jack pulls away like Ryan has the plague. Why? Ella's life is a train wreck. You heard about her dad? I know, Jack deadpans. And that's my problem. How? Ryan puts on his best good guy sincere face. She's drowning, Jack. Plus, it's not like your bank account is gonna notice the dent. She'll work her tail off, I swear. I'll even jump in to coach you myself. Your GPA skyrockets, and we all hit the same college. It's a win-win, right? Jack's talent is questionable, but once Ella passes her finals, she finally escapes this. He'll be off the hook. Jack just stares, making the silence incredibly awkward for Ryan. What's with the creepy look? Do I seriously look that gullible to you? Jack barks. You think I'm still your ATM? Ryan shrugs. Come on, it's just pocket change. I donate to charity before giving Ella 1 cent. Did I stutter? I'm done. Jack studies him, stunned by Ryan's audacity. If your hate stems from me and her,